Yo, how's it going? Wow, some people in chat are excited. Let's get you can get a what is that? A Wesker emote even? Oh, you brought the big stuff. I'm privileged, honored even. How's it been, everybody? It's been 2 days. You been good? You had a good time. I'm pretty good. I finished the rough draft of my God of War script, so it's coming along a bit quicker than the last couple scripts I've made, mainly because it's a much shorter game. And I'll be finalizing my script tomorrow. So I like, you know what? Since I did such good work today, time to do some streams. Playing in my totally legal Pakistani GameCube. I know, right? I mean, to be perfectly fair, I did own this game once, so I paid my money for it. Paid my money for it. So they got no argument against, and they don't sell it anywhere. So what am I supposed to do? But hello, everybody. Hope you've all been great. Hope you're ready to have a relaxing evening watching while we all spurt. Our favorite new sound effect. I might actually add the spurt to like the soundboard. That might be a good one. If I could find a clean like spurt moment, that'd be nice. Chad? Do you like to spurt? Is spurting good? It's good for your health. Maybe prolongs your prostate health for you if you spurt like once a day. I've heard that. I read it in medical journals. Why am I spurting? We all spurt occasionally. Gonna make you spurt. God, you spurt so no. Well, men and women alike, they spurt equally hard. Not even a dirty joke, Chad. It's actually in the game. But hey, yeah, in case you didn't notice the title, we're playing Tenchu 2 tonight. For all of you who like watch me playing like PlayStation 1 games, this might very well be the last PlayStation 1 game I play this year, actually. Since I've already played enough. Might want to save some for next year. Spurt again? Well, we don't need to go add it to my name or anything. You ate way too many cookies, too much sugar. What kind of cookies are we talking about here? Yep. I'm into baking recently, as some of you may know, since we're talking about cookies. Saeed, what's up, Jim? I actually made my first loaf of homemade bread the other day, chat. Are you proud? Would you like to see it, by the way? Would you like to see my very first ever loaf of homemade bread? Yeah, even I was impressed enough to like document it. Oh my, hold on. Let me get this Discord announcement out of the way first before I do that. Let's see that bread. You want to see the bread? You want to see the bread? I don't know, that's kind of embarrassing, you know? It's all private. But yeah, sure. I can show you my bread, Chad. I can show you my bread. I was really like, okay, it smelled really good baking, and then it came out. I was like, oh, that's what it looks like, huh? See the bread? All right, I'll show you the bread. This was what I baked yesterday. I believe that's showing up, right? Gaming sins, I am. Well, I feel pretty proud of that loaf. That was a good loaf. I gotta say, it smelled really good baking. That being said, from here on out, I'll probably use an actual bread pan to make regular sandwich bread because while this was really good, the crust gets really strong. So yeah, I'd use a bread knife, and it was come on, dude, it is really good bread. I even made like this is like I even like took like I made like a goulash first, which is where you just take a cup of flour, a cup of water, and a touch of yeast, and like let it turn into like a smush, smush like a goulash is what it's named. And you let that ferment for a day, and then you use that along with the regular flour water mixture to make your bread. So it's not quite a sourdough, but I want to make sourdough eventually as well. I got some other images real quick. Let's see. So that was one of them. I think this one's. Hold on. That was where here it is when I cut it open. So you can see the crumb. So you're gonna make you some bread, sure. Okay. I'm wanting to make croissants next, though. Actually, I've always wanted to make a croissant, so maybe I'll make you that. But that's the crumbs. So you can see the interior. That I didn't fuck it up. It's dense. Flexing his brain, bread flex. And obviously, then I made a sandwich with it. Well, the image is like rotating correctly, but I made a grilled cheese. Learn to speak English before you start trying to speak French. Croissant? I'll say whatever fucking way I want to say it. How about that? I'll call it a croissant if I want. I'll put a K in there. French is a very moany language, alright? It's like croissant. Croissant? So eventually I want to make those. Those are really just like, yo, layer of butter over a layer of bread, though. You fold around each other. But yeah, that was my grilled cheese. I didn't have any like sliced American cheese, so I just used mozzarella in it, though. And then I just like, use garlic butter to grill the top and bottom. But pretty good. I mean, it's a big sandwich, though. Reminds me almost like it's from the Public Bakery. Yeah, but I was pretty happy with it. Let the man enjoy his croissants. But a nice plate. Oh, it's just a fat, really just a purple glass plate. I got actually better plates than that. I didn't use them, though. So what is the next sim video? Right now I'm working on God of War 3. I just completed my rough draft today, actually. You know, there's a new God of War coming out, so I figured it made the most sense to like make another one of those videos. Right now, though, I was just showing off my bread before we play games. But did I have another image? I think, yeah. I also made a peanut butter spread sandwich, but I didn't have any jelly. But I didn't take an image of that one. Oops. Hey, Mirrodin, thank you for the 6 months, man. That's a good looking sandwich, yo. Like I said, you know, here's another image. There's a close up of the bread. I think, or did I show you that already? I think I showed you. That was just a full loaf. I even scored the X into it. It came out looking like the kind of bread you saw in old cartoons or something. You know, it has like the X on the top of it. It's like, yeah, it actually does work. And then there's, I think that's the same image. Oh no, there different lighting. Martha Stewart, eat your fucking heart out. Moo? No, this is a baking string. No dairy needed. But yeah, that was my bread. I ate around half of it, then I gave the other half to my neighbors. Because the thing about making your own bread, unlike the sliced bread you buy at the store, it will only last like a day and a half at best before it gets really stiff and stale, and then starts to mold. So there's like no way I was gonna be able to finish the other half of it. So like half of it was in my stomach, the other half went to my neighbor. So I even did the right thing and gave a chunk of it away, chat. But he liked it too. He was like, all right, it's nice shit. So will you be taking God of War 4 plot beats into account when sinning 3, or will you sin it? The only thing that goes into account is that God of War 3 was their first run at doing like the old dad Kratos, and they really kind of flubbed it. And I do make some comments on how like how games these days want you to be a father. Or spend a little bit too much time. Like, hey, what if you were like a dad in the video game? But that God of War 3 was like their first run of that, and it's a little messy. You could make smaller ones as soup bowls. Well, yeah, you could do that. But yeah, I was pretty happy with it. So there's my bread for more of my culinary adventures. I also got like for my mixer. I'm gonna make my own homemade noodles next. But eventually, I want to make like croissant. Yeah, I don't care if I'm saying it incorrectly. Screw the French. Croissant. So that'll be a little more advanced though, since you have like a layer of like very thin butter you spread over your your dough, and then you gotta fold it over each other a bunch of times. It's like making a katana almost, only of like dough and butter. Fold it, 10,000 times, just a flex on the French. So, let me get this bread off my screen. So, chat, we're playing Tenchu 2 tonight, which is the sequel, but also the prequel to Tenchu 1. That's why, teenage Japanese ninja humans. We're young, we're faster, we're stronger, and we're emotional. So, of course, there was more plot in the game. Is this a food porn stream? Well, I only had the bread to show you. And my sandwich. You should try making biscuits. Well, I've made biscuits before. I just used them out. I just, made them out of like a kit. Those like you can buy like the Red Lobster like garlic cheese biscuits. I've made those before. You can spread your butter all over my dough. Oh, there's something so cringe whenever you bring food into like dirty euphemisms. Like it's intentional though. I appreciate. But I don't think it's possible to make it not cringe. So, boom. Hopefully that's working. Bring back the bread. I'm intrigued. I've already shown the bread off for like 10 minutes already, though. At some point, the game must get some, attention. Let me horny in peace. Oh, well. That's what the horny gel is for. So we're gonna watch the opening intro here. Very animated, as is any good PlayStation game. It's got the really fancy CG intro, so they can like show that off in the trailers. Like, this is what the game is like, and then oh yeah, it doesn't look anything like that. Did you the memes from the recent Forspoken trailer? I'm guessing if you asked if I saw them, no, I didn't. I didn't even know there was a new Forspoken trailer. I've paid so little attention to that game. Or is it? I know it's cringy as fuck, the dialogue in it. I've already seen the previous trailers. So I might need to adjust the audio. These PlayStation, GameCube games can awfully, sometimes OBS gets a little loud with them. You can probably barely hear me right now, can you? I see the Alone in the Dark remake. I did see that. I've never played Alone in the Dark because it always looked pretty shit. But I'll play that one whenever it comes out. It's from the developers of that game made the previous Magica games, which were pretty good. This Tenchu Wrath of Heaven, this is the second game. This is Birth of the Stealth Assassins. This is the prequel game. We played Tenchu 1 like a few weeks ago. This game has a good soundtrack too, by the way. But you know what? More plot, and by more plot, I mean more sexy women. Who are clearly, protecting what's important to their body. The breastplates, taking it, even nipples on the breastplates, good on you. You know what, she's strong but fashionable. That's how we will describe her from here on out. Titties safe, that's all you gotta worry about. Hear that the series goes quickly downhill after this one. I've only ever played 1 and 2. I'm planning to play the third game. I'm pretty sure like the third game's pretty good too. It's like the ones that came after that were all kind of shit. Fashionable. I mean, it's definitely like something you could cosplay and make an Instagram account. So yeah, you got Ricky, Maru, and Ayame in this game, but they're Zoom. This is their Zoomer version. Third one is the best. Yeah, I never played it. That's the reason I'm playing these first 2 games, like build up to it. But I had a lot of nostalgia for these 2 games on the PlayStation. They were some like the first PlayStation games I played. For those of you worried, I think this one uses proper voice actors. It doesn't have the Japanese actors trying to speak English. So if you didn't like the voice acting in the first game, this one does a little bit better. In fact, I think you'll recognize Ayame's voice actor pretty quickly. It's pretty obvious who it is. This song is like a parody song. It's just like Japanese classical music. Again, this is a series that pretty clearly inspired Naruto as well. For those of you who don't know much about it. Laura Bailey? No. But trust me, I'm pretty sure most people will recognize Ayame's voice actor. Regardless if it's like a big video game character, So Jennifer, chat. Trust me, you will recognize it the moment you hear it. Alright. Hopefully, we'll adjust the audio in a minute if I need to. Hopefully the game isn't overpowering me. If not, I can, maybe turn it down a little here, actually. There we go. That's better. That should be good. Memory card. Load. Autosave on. Alright, good. It requires you to actually be good at stealth and rewards you for it. I didn't really stealth my way through the first game very much. Then again, the first game is a bit easy in the way that you can really just jump over buildings and never even engage with the enemies. I think this game is kind of like that too, but not quite as much. Colonel from Metal Gear Solid is in this. Is he now? Maybe he plays Ayame's voice actor. Normal record. Oh, here, like how many people you killed. We got to play this game 3 times, by the way, once with each character to get the full story. Alright. It's already looking like way better than like the first game. We can only play as 2 characters right now. Later you get access to the third. Ask for Forspoken trailer. It seems it's going to be the new Andromeda of gaming for a few months. Good. We need a good old refresher. Like I said, that game has looked bizarre to me for like ever since it got announced. So I was like, you know what? I can smell good fumes coming over this one. When did this come out? I think this is like late night, like 98, 99, I want to say, but I don't remember for sure. It's like the PlayStation 1, so. We're gonna start off with Rikimaru, alright?
It is the age of the warring states. The old shogun has fallen, and samurai warlords fight savage battles for the right to hoist their flags over the great castles of Japan. But far from the battlefield, unseen and unheard, a different breed of warriors ply their deadly trade. Born in shadow, they will die as shadows. They are the ninja.
They never get to become Instagram influencers. Babe. 2000? Okay. So it's like one of the last PlayStation games then. Sexy voices guy comes back into the next game. Sexy narration. I should have been a narrator, chat. Oh, they do the crickets or the cicadas. It's like every hentai opening. Don't ask me how I know that. It's simply the sounds of summer in Japan.
You have learned much.
Colonel!
I would expect that from one raised from childhood to be an Azuma ninja. Now
Colonel, I'm a ninja.
To complete your training. Come into my house.
You know, I did not realize this was the Colonel's voice actor when I played through the game originally. The training course. When you have trained enough, proceed to... What does that text say? Shunsai's house on the cliff for your final test. For all 4 training exercises, training sites are marked in wooden signs. Need scissor 61. Flapjack space. Oh, look at that. Already it controls a bit better. Or a little bit the same. Hey, you can jump to the sides. I gotta like do... Yeah, you still gotta do like the weird button combos for jumping, but it's still a little bit easier. Rikimura age hasn't slowed. Well, this is him younger, actually.
You must master the art of moving like a ninja. Climb up the stairs and practice as I instruct you.
First person mode. Glad they didn't even bother to record the sounds. I mean, this didn't record. What, reuse them? Pixel Rikimura age isn't. Oh no, never mind. You're quoting like never mind. Continue to quote the Colonel as much as you like. He's actually kind of a major character in this game. Not this man, but he's also. Oh, Master gave me the rubber sword again. Do we have a map? No map? Oh, did they take away the map in this game?
Cross the bridge and find your way into the bamboo forest.
So yeah, that's still here.
Weapons training.
But shit. Sorry, I'm just like looking around now. Makes this for some reason this gives me vibes of like the Legend of Zelda village at the beginning of it. Kakariko Village. I'm gonna give Forspoken a chance. I'll be playing it. Don't you worry. But I'm almost confident it's gonna be a good time for different reasons. I think there's a way to like resheathe your sword, but I forget how. Cut down the little girl. You can't kill. These are like your village people. I don't want to jump. I don't want to jump and grab. I want to get inside. They can't kill innocent people. Alright, let's move on. To the bridge. I forget how old the characters are in this game, but they're like pretty young, I believe.
Cross the bridge and find your
Are we safe to assume that Square Enix has lost its way? I don't know. I mean, that Final Fantasy VII Remake was pretty good, so maybe they're just putting all their efforts into that. It really depends on how crazy they go with the NFTs, I guess. But everything else they're doing beside... Well, wasn't that Live Alive remake recently pretty good, too? I don't know, I never played those games. You know, I bet it's satisfying as fuck if you actually can use a katana to like, cut through a big old pipe of bamboo. They make it always look so cool. Love that you asked Square Enix if they were okay in The Stranger's Apparel. Well, that was a pretty shit game. Which it didn't need to be. I mean, it was made on the back of Neo. They could have just made a blatant full-on Neo clone and been alright with it. But no, they was like, nah, we're gonna like make it different. Also, how's the audio of this game, by the way? Is it overpowering? Too loud? Let me know. Imagine being the guy who got volunteered to be like your sparring partner, but he dies.
Come here.
No, he's just faking. Spurts aren't quite as noticeable in this game, are they? Remember Balin Wonderland? That's the main reason Square went to hell. Well, one, I'm pretty sure the developer, the lead guy on it, is a pretty shit developer too. He only has like one name to his like credit, which was like, what is it? Some game, Nights into Dreams, which people talk about glowingly, but I've never played and it always looked kind of boring to me. Never understood the fascination. Sekiro remake looks good, I mean, alright. There's my combat tutorial.
Cross the bridge and find your way into the bamboo forest to begin your weapons training.
I did that already. Why would you hold your katana behind? Because it looks cooler. That's why. He's hiding it, you know. Oh, what the heck is this?
To attack an enemy, first draw your weapon. Then launch your attack. Remember to put your weapon away when you aren't using it. You can't move quick. The ninja's greatest weapon is not a sharp blade, but a sharp awareness. If you pay close
Am I gonna
attention,
send
you
straight?
can tell
Probably
what
not.
the enemy is feeling. Move with stealth and see if you can kill the enemies in the woods ahead.
Here's a few things
with
I could send, but it wouldn't make a very, very long video, that's for sure. I mean, you're a cat the entire game. The most ridiculous thing in the game is that you're a cat, and the game doesn't treat you like you're a cat. Because it has people, like, making demands of you, and then you do them. Like, you literally, as a cat, join the resistance, the robot resistance against, like, the other robots, and help them out. Like, how? Your key meter will tells you what your enemy is feeling. Feeling fucking dead. Can't just, you can run into your enemies, but it's a stealth game, you know?
A ninja must learn to be sensitive to the flow of ki around him.
Clearly a fake death, by the way. We're not just killing people for our training. Is that what I need to do? Or do I need to do more mysterious voice? Definition of stealth is running at your enemies in broad daylight, then being confused when you're caught. Did you see me kill the two people not being seen? Are you alright? Pretty sure that was the textbook definition of stealth. I guess that's all the combat tutorial that we get. You zoned out and thought the cicadas in your room. I was actually thought that state was going to go. You just zoned out and then thought maybe you turned on your favorite hentai again. Let's be face it, this cicada sound can trigger those, like, wait a minute. The texture is a little, you know... I'm new here. Why send Persona 10 million to redeem so no one can buy it? That's why. It's too expensive for anyone to have enough points, because it's one of the most requested ones, but it's also the one that would, due to the developer at hand, would almost certainly, well, demonetize it, and then also, that'd be like several months of work down the drain. But it gets requested all the time, so I made it into a joke. It would take years to get. It would not take me. It would be definitely a full-on month to 2 months of work, but then it would immediately be, you know, claimed by Atlas, because they really don't like people like playing their game in front of other people or showing anything from it. You're like, when you agree to play those games, you agree to play it in a closet with a blindfold on. Don't stream it then. It's not the streaming, it's the video. Like, eventually I'd want to release the video, and that's what they'd be claiming. It's like, oh, you made a video of our game, huh? That's our video now. We'll take all that revenue. Have any more tutorials anywhere? Pretty sure I got a map at some point, right? And to approach hyper games and don't show them off, as they also don't show off new Pokemon. I'm not too familiar with Nintendo's techniques, but they at least stopped the whole bullshittery of like how they treated YouTube videos.
You must master the tools of the ninja. Pick up the shurikens and select them. Take careful aim at the target and practice by throwing 3 shurikens.
Oh, come on, you can aim better than this. Ah.
Once again.
I'm not sure that hit or not. You're getting Tomb Raider 2 flashbacks? Well, you will from... I never played any of the original like Tomb Raider games. They don't hold any nostalgia for me.
Once again.
I Homer Simpson? What?
Use your tools carefully. They can be the ninja's only true friends.
Ninjas have no friends except for their ninjas. Hey, GMC, get to the sub to Green Hood. Thank you, GMC. Alright, I guess that's another tutorial down. Remember the days when people would get pissy at you for saying Lara Croft instead of Lara? Well, in that one video, yes. That's because for half of it I did say Laura, because let's face it, I'm an American, and we don't, the word Lara doesn't really, it's not in our vocab. We only know the name Laura. Also, Day Day, how you doing, man? Can I kill this chicken? Come on, kill the no bird killing. God, it's the first game in a while that test hasn't worked with. Not only can you not kill it, you waste your ammo if you throw it at it. I lost a ninja star. That chicken is win, no, bird or enemy. And I must, you know, they're good testing pieces. Tom Eider? What? Still have only the third Tenchu games. Yeah, I haven't played that one yet. That's what I'm working up to. I've only played 1 and 2 before, but I wanted to stream these first before I play the third game. I'm not planning to stream all the other crappier ones that are out there. Like Tenchu Z, I think it's called, is like kind of a shitty... There's a bunch of shitty Tenchu games, from my understanding. Where's the rest of my tutorials at? I want to hear more of the Colonel.
You must master the art of moving like a ninja. Climb up the stairs and practice as I instruct you.
Re-downloading games I forgot to reinstall is fun. Only if you got really shitty internet.
Always be aware of your surroundings. Stop and take a look around. Head towards the marker and perform each exercise a few times before moving on to the next. Let's start with the basics. Take some short steps. Short steps give you precise control as you move. A ninja must remain unseen. Crouch low to the ground to hide from enemies.
Hold still for a minute.
You must be able to move while concealed. Roll from a crouched position to pass unseen. A rolling reverse from a crouch lets you change direction with speed and stealth.
I think they'll do Russian in the new Modern Warfare. I'm beginning to think like Russians will be the villains again in most of our entertainment.
Now let's try jumping. Jumping makes you vulnerable, so be
Do
careful.
I prefer the Rock or John Cena? I'll take the Rock. I'm gonna do it here.
When you need to go farther, use a big jump.
Big jump. Circle plus up plus X. Oh.
A ninja must use the terrain to his advantage. Practice sliding along the wall underneath the marker. Creep against the wall until you get to the corner. You will then be able to see around it.
Well, that's much better improved than the first game. The boss would be so disappointed in the United States and Russia's relationship. Well, to be fair, she got some of her own predictions wrong. Think, Snake. America and the Soviet Union have been enemies throughout the Cold War. Now, do you really think they'll be at odds against each other in the 21st century? Yeah, about that, boss. Approach a wall with a ledge and you can reach once. You grab on, press left and right to move.
If you come to a wall that you can't climb by jumping, use your grappling hook. The grappling hook will only catch on edges, so be careful. Try throwing your grappling hook on top of the stack of wooden boxes underneath the marker.
Oh, Dartigan. I think I just threw my ninja star. Whoop, I don't need those anymore. Anyways, well, let me pick it back up. Just think the entire Metal Gear Solid series is just the boss. Big boss, also and Von Fenboy fucking the world for 50 years. I'm aware. I still think Zero being what like the guy behind everything was always like a lame addition to it. Not with the amount of development he had, he wasn't good enough for it.
A ninja must be able to move quietly with no wasted movement. Practice stealth. It will save your life.
What do you mean practice stealth? Or did a lot of lame things with the final battle. Yeah, I'll give him that. That was very cinematic, but yeah, just the whole like Zero was the one behind it all. Like really, the nerdy Bond fan guy, really? Did I send any of the games by Devolver Digital? I don't think I've ever sent any of their games. I guess we're done with this part of it. Whoops. Guess you can't fall that far. In my office, I had this great idea for AIs that will cause non-stop global war. That was the thing that they started non-stop global warfare after he like went catatonic and can no longer like control or direct them. That was their solution, like coming with like, hey, how do we like continue to try to like get to the boss's dream of like world peace? What about constant war? Computing. Yeah, that seemed to check out. They weren't very good AIs apparently. Hey, GMC, give it a sub to Elric. Thank you, GMC. This was the ninja start training.
You must master the tools of
I've already done that. Where do I end this NL? Why were games, early 3D games, so shit at making tutorials? I always, I never thought of that before, but they really were bad at tutorializing, weren't they? We got a hot spring. Oh. I bet those are nice, though. I've never been to one. Here we are.
Test my strength, Master. I am ready to be a ninja.
You are strong, Rikimaru.
You haven't even gone through the virtual training yet, Rikimaru.
Before you can be a ninja.
Whoa!
Gets him every time, doesn't it, Colonel? The trapdoor. Colonel, what's the deal with the trapdoor?
Come back when you can survive as a ninja.
Look out for traps. Sometimes water conceals another path. Find your way out of the underground area. That's the Colonel. This game has some pretty decent voice acting, and there are like a lot of recognizable voices. I think. I'm not sure who's doing Rikimaru though. I forget the name. Oh shit.
I see you. I know you're here.
No actual authentic Japanese this time. But you know what? Good music inbound.
I see you. I know you're here.
What?
I see you.
Still no lock-on button in this game, by the way. Another server I'm in, absolutely livid that Alone in the Dark is getting a reboot while Silent Hill gets shafted. Why would they? They realize it's two different titles by two different companies, right? I mean, that isn't how that works. I'm sure if, like, the Norwegian company that is buying up everything would buy Silent Hill, they'd make one on that too. How to soundtrack by Mick Gordon. I don't think he's responsible for this game. There? Nope. Final Fantasy VII gets a remake, but Glover has it? I'm livid. I mean, all 5 Glover fans out there. They don't know how to express their anger right now. Though there was an attempt to... I think there actually was an attempt to remake it, wasn't there? Ricky Maru's voice actor was in Resident Evil 4 and complimented Ashley's ballistic... Really? This was him? I knew there was something familiar about it, but I could not place it since he wasn't speaking with a Spanish accent. He, the president, equipped his daughter with ballistics. Yeah, let's hit this guy in the head with a ninja star, right? Or I can miss. He also voiced Spider-Man in some PS1 games. Oh, yeah, well, there was only like the big PS1 Spider-Man games, like the one Sony made that I never played, but everyone talked about. Forgot to ask, how'd you enjoy the finale to Yakuza 7? I really think the final act of that game, they really went down and heel in storytelling, because everything gets just like, doesn't make any sense. So shit. Also, GMC gifted a sub to Sakatox. Thank you, GMC. This has been another big payday for you. The baby log? Well, that, amongst other things at the end, how they all just... How the plot tries to wrap itself up with like, oh yeah, we decided to record the guy this time when he says something evil and corrupt. And also, he's now been declared by the... Before even any of that announcement came out, he's got a warrant for his arrest. And also, remember that one random dude we introduced that could look like anybody they want to look like? He's on our side now, and you'll turned into the bad guy so he could fool him. And then they just... Then Ichiban is just too much of a sap, like, no, you're my brother. I mean, it's a good emotion, but, well, really, I mean, did this guy deserve that much effort? But you know what? Still overall had fun with the game. I'm gonna cry now. Been a while since I've been here. Oh, well, we're glad to have you back, Saga Dogs, man. Even if it has been a while. Started watching an anime you mentioned a while back. Which one? Was it FLCL? Kind of feel that's the one I talked about recently. Kind of, I mean, emotionally, it was well acted and I mean, it was well done. I'm not gonna lie about that, but it just, the explanation for everything was just like... Really? Something it takes an hour of saying, you're my brother. For it to go through, but since they were literal brothers, he could have just said that, well, literal brothers, I don't think that's the right way of saying it. They were like, technically not related at all, but you know what, they grew up together. Please, please don't make me watch my brother die, yeah. You know, there's no better way of dabbing on your enemy, and other than slitting their neck, but like doing a little dance afterward. Is his dad adopted him? I say it counts. I mean, apparently it does make you like step bros. I think, right? I'm not sure how that... Uh-oh. See that bullshit they tried to pull on me. Floor is falling in on any of me. Trying to do it. This wasn't the one made by the Dark Souls team, but it's starting to feel like it, isn't it? Yakuza 7 feels like a soap. Well, it kind of is. Has anyone ever actually watched a soap opera? I remember my aunt always watching those, and I was like, "Can you this is in so I can watch cartoons?" It's like, are those even still a thing? They still make that stuff? Just wanted to cure you to walk in and be like, hey, your brother died too. I know those feels, bro. Ow, man. Was breaking his entire arm before breaking his neck necessary? You can send Yakuza Dead Souls, a zombie Yakuza game. I don't know. Can I? I think I'd probably send the one I played before I go play, send in one I haven't played. And I don't think that game was even released in, like, America, was it? Kiryu, I could have stopped his entire thing from happening, but I'm not the protagonist anymore. Well, could he have? I mean, he didn't know anything that was going on. He just got hired midway, like, near the end to be a bodyguard, and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna be, like, pass the torch on a little bit. Play the Yakuza 1 English dub, it's a treasure. I mean, I have to, like, yeah, it's like on the PS2, right? I'm good. I'll trust it's amusing. Someone over there. It was in yeah, pretty much like killed the franchise off for a while in the US, didn't it? Like they didn't even like bother bringing the next couple like Yakuza games to the US, I think. A little closer, my man. A little closer. I will come kill you anyways. This is a big pile of dirt. This is suspicious looking. Well, it was super obvious it was a trap. I didn't think it'd blow up. You know, we had to be sure. Up. I ain't falling for your trickery. Nice job with those training stabs, protagonist Kun. Wait, why am I getting up? Yeah, they're just plain dead, you know? Alright, I'll see what's up there. Isn't that just death? He's like, yeah, go down here, man. Clearly the way you gotta go. Bottomless pit, either that or the rendering distance just can't render. I'm not trusting it though. You know, what? Never trust. When you're a ninja, your training is to never trust a directional sign. It's always a lie. Or was it? Oh, ow. Guess we got. Maybe we do. I gotta jump down the hole. No. There's one here. Stop sticking me. Good morning. What's up, Helvitrum? Your name's hard to say. Sorry about that. Right, you don't even get. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and drink my thing. The big ass jug of sake or whatever. Vet with an I. Helvitrum? I don't know. Then rum with a T. Trump. Rum with a T. Trump. Helvetitrum? That's probably as close as I'm gonna get. Wait, okay, this feels like I went in a circle. I did go in a circle. Maybe we do have to jump down the pit. That's just one of those names that's not easy to say in English, I think. Alright, we'll try jumping down the pit. My memory of this game is kind of, you know, barely existent, so I don't remember the levels at all. Oh. See, the rendering distance made it scary. I don't think the guy who did the soundtrack for this game, I mean for the first game, did the soundtrack in this game, because you notice there's nowhere near as much music. It's more about the actual game, the environmental sounds now. Johnny Gat voiced Ricky Mara in the next game? Not too familiar with Johnny Gat's, what he sounds like, because I only ever played like one of those games. Tunnel over there. Water is extra. Anything that's a liquid in this series is always like slosh or splurt. They go overboard with what they sound like. There's a reason we all spurt, spurt, spurt when we play a Tenchu game. Quentin Flynn voices Tatsumaru. Tatsumaru? I didn't even know he was in 3, since I thought he kind of like finished his story in this game. Yeah, you kind of spoiled something there for me. Careful with those. Like I said, I haven't played the 3rd game, and that's the reason I'm playing through these. Who was not paying attention. It was difficult for people on the PS1 to pay attention. I think these sound effects are a little loud. I might need to turn them down. I can't even do that from here, though. That was fucking ninja-like. Literally like landed behind him and I couldn't finish it up. My completely legal PS1? Exactly. Completely 100% legal. Well, Pakistani GameCube in this case, actually. Sure. I get the boss fight.
So, you have survived the training. You are now an Azuma ninja, Rikimaru. But you still have much to learn.
I am honored to serve Master Shiunsai.
It's kind of weird to hear the Colonel's voice trying to speak in like the wise sensei voice now. I got the score of a thug. Good stuff. Love Paul Eiding, but he can't seem to decide if he wants to do a Japanese. Well, I don't think he's even trying. He's just like, yes, you have done the thing. He's just trying to, you know, slow it down. Pan is wild. I found a vending machine here that will, no joke, give you pasta. Almost shocked into a new pants. I mean, they also have like a pizza vending machine. I'm not sure how good it is, but it exists. But yeah, Japan loves vending machines and convenience, and you don't get much more convenience in a vending machine. So anything they can try to sell in a vending machine, they will. Remember when Japanese try to yell? I mean, I kind of like the first game's weird voice acting because of that, because it's kind of lends the edge of like unearthliness to it for some reason. Especially since most of the people you talk to are villains anyways. But this game, they went with actual voice actors.
Thieves and mountain bandits have joined forces to prey on local farmers. They lurk in an abandoned village. Attack them by daylight when the bandits are gone and the thieves are sleeping.
Yes, Master.
Is there a difference between bandits and thieves? That's an odd distinction, Master. Why wouldn't they both leave at the same time? Never spill the blood of the innocent, drive out the gang of thieves, and save the village. Find the gang's leader in the Shinto shrine. France has baguette vending machines. Speaking of bread, those of you missed it earlier, that was my bread. Cooked that the other day. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Okay, I might have to like... Oh yeah, I forgot when I click off the game, we end up with problems. Hold on a second. I know how to fix this now, though. We just go back to run. Continue. Bread at the ready. I got bread at the... Well, I have to make a new loaf, though. Like I said, I'm mainly gonna... I want to make croissants, though. Just like last time, we're not gonna bother taking colored rice with us, ever. So... I don't know if you, like, lose all the stuff if you die in this game or not. Probably do. We'll just take some ninja stars with us, even though I probably won't use them. Take some of that. I think you have to get Grandmaster as well to like, or like really high rank to unlock the new items. Get ready for me using a code again at some point. At some point I need to do a cooking stream. I just had to like have a different setup to like stream from my kitchen. Alright. We do get a map. So we gotta kill all the bandits here, right? Also found out that my local Kobini sells Captain Crunch cereal, but it is not called that here at all. It is called General Smash. So a different, well, first things first, Captain Crunch is terrible fucking cereal. I don't know why anyone likes it. It's the worst. I've never, even as a kid, like, this stuff is, like, hard to eat. It cuts my mouth. That means it's healthy for you, child. Keep eating. But it hurts. Oh yeah, they had, I forgot about these. The noisemakers. You like the flavor of Captain Crunch? It's just like, I don't know, I think there's better flavors, my man. But to each his own. Well, my initial slash missed him, but I got him with a follow-up. What's my favorite Lovecraft game? I don't... if I played Bloodborne, maybe that one. But, most Lovecraft games have been a bit of a fucking mess. Not gonna lie, that was smooth. It would have been smoother if I hadn't, like, tried to make the downward swing. You just went for that and that. But you know what? Still worked out. But I'm glad you appreciated it, viewer. The thing with most... Here's the thing I've noticed about most Lovecraft games. Every single goddamn time, they have you playing a detective. And when you have a detective story in a Lovecraft game, big surprise when it turns out it was Cthulhu all along. I'm so sick of you having to play a detective in a Lovecraft game every time. It's just why. There was like no... There was rarely a private detective in any Lovecraft fiction. It was usually like a, just some journalist, or some traveler, a journalist, maybe a college professor, but no, every video game, it's like a noirish detective. They're stuck in this mindset of that's how you make a Lovecraft game. Set it in the 1920s to 30s, make it noirish, put some monsters in there, have a grizzled detective. It's like, well, why? I just know it's... I know it's gonna who the villain is then. It's Cthulhu. Or Dagon, maybe. One of them. There's no mystery to that. And that eventually they'll all like, also the main character has either a drinking problem or, mental issues. Because, they... Another thing, always the Lovecraft, in Lovecraft's actual fiction, they developed the mental issues because they were dealing with crazy shit. They didn't start out with it. They're kind of jumping the gun on the crazy. You notice the levels are much more open this time around than they were in the first game too, right? It's like railroaded down a single path. But I'm maybe like I've never played the Alone in the Dark games, so maybe I'm pretty sure you're a detective again as well. But and it looks like they got the Norrish angle as well. But you know what? Maybe it'll be good. I'm hoping it's good. It looks like they're taking inspiration from the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake and how they play. Lost all their sanity points, yeah. That being said, I guess maybe one good Lovecraft-inspired game I played was Eternal Darkness. That was alright. Even though kind of corny too. But, the first part of that, what was the name? Was that one I couldn't beat because the game was literally glitched so much you couldn't finish the final section because it didn't have enough time? Call of Cthulhu, yeah, the one that was made by Bethesda. That one started out really good and then they fell apart. They're remaking that Sherlock Holmes Cthulhu game. Never played it, never even heard of it. This map doesn't really give me a very good clue of what I'm looking at. I'm guessing this is a dried up riverbed. Dark Corner. Well, there's two games called Call of Cthulhu, but they're totally different types of games. Both of them are a bit shit, though. So they have that in common. I made a sim video on one of them, the more recent one. It's from the guys who made the bunch of Sherlock Holmes games over the past... Are they also the ones that made that game recently? Is it Frogware? They made that game where you're like a detective and you're also in a city that's overrun with Lovecraftian stuff. I think they had like a bunch of drama with the publisher of it. So, oh, okay, same group. I know that team made a lot of Sherlock Holmes games before they made that. But like, yeah, has anyone here even played the original Alone in the Dark? I haven't. That was like a early '90s game, right? Like, it's like only on PC too. I don't think it ever came out on consoles. Like, yeah, that was way like, I think I was like playing Mario Brothers at the time. Like, PC, what's that? Do you play games on that thing? My mind would have probably been blown though if I had seen it as a kid, because what, they are 3D? Ugh. Any new releases you're looking forward to? Well, apparently what was it, one of the games I was looking forward to streaming and sitting this year was the Hogwarts game, but that got delayed. So now it's mainly God of War, that, the Dead Space inspired game, Callisto Protocol, and, yeah, those are the two big games for the end of the year. God of War and that. Some of the other games I was looking forward to got delayed to the beginning of next year, so, you know, it's still a good time. I don't mind a delay or two. It makes my end of the year a little bit more manageable, actually. Yeah, you know, early next year, though, you got the Forsaken game, you got, possibly that, remake of that Final Fantasy VII prequel game where you play as Zack. And you also have the Hogwarts game, and in that game we were talking about earlier that's from Square Enix, that, you play as a lady. I forget the name. I'm also going to be doing Modern Warfare, the new Call of Duty game this year. Since those are usually pretty quick. Forspoken, yeah. What is it with me never being able to remember that fucking name of that game? Someone walking. That game was Final Fantasy 13, your favorite game. Well, was it now? Why must you lie and make up new lore that people may be confused by? Forspoken is a game I really want to see shine, but not play. I mean, hey, I never wish for any game to be bad. Oh. Yeah, my only problem with this game is the lack of music. Compared to the first game, which had fucking killer soundtrack, this game has very little. This is like mood music, only like music in certain cutscenes. And during boss fights, I think. Alone in the Dark was 92, damn. Came out on PC and 3D, oh yeah. I only, like, played it, well, I never played it, I saw, like, a playthrough of it on YouTube, like, after I heard about it, it was, like, the inspiration for Resident Evil. I was like, oh, there was something before Resident Evil? So I went and checked out, like, wow, this looks like pure shit. It has a lot of adventure game logic where there's a lot of cheap bullshit that if you will get you killed. Is that gonna knock a boulder on me?
Hey, stop!
Well, that was weird. What happened there? Pretty sure he would have, like, made the boulder come at me if he'd seen me down there. Sweet Home, yeah. I've heard of Sweet Home too, but I've never seen it. Technically, that, what's it? Clock Tower was also, the first Clock Tower was also an inspiration for Resident Evil. You know, the game where, the guy comes after you with scissors? Resident Evil, yeah. I've gone over how Resident Evil 4, had many iterations, and one of them ended up becoming Devil May Cry. Did you guys know that in Resident Evil Code Veronica, Steve was originally going to be Leon? That's right. There's a reason they had the same haircut. That was going to be Leon's role. But since they knew they wanted to kill the character off, kill the male lead in the game, if you can call Steve a lead, they just like, yeah, you know what, we're just, people like Leon, we're going to do that to him. Clock Tower is inspired by an old Jennifer Connelly movie called Phenomenon. I never heard of it. You know what, buddy? You know, we're going down video game history tonight for some reason. Is this I think this is where the boss fight is. I want to go in there yet? You know, like, I'll hold off on going there. I want to, like, check out kill more people. And let's be honest, I want to murder more. More spurt must be had first. I think there's like a section of the map I didn't even check out. You might have heard of the director, Dario Argento, of what that movie you're talking about? No, I've never heard of it. I'm not a big movie culture guy, yeah. There's like a bunch of movies that I do know of that I've watched, and you know, a lot of it just goes, you know, it wasn't my interest as a kid. You're making popcorn in the dark because I forgot to buy light bulbs for the kitchen? Do you not have like a hallway light you can switch on that adjoins it or something? Or pull out your phone? I mean, you have your phone with you if you're in the kitchen typing that message. Put on the goddamn light on the flashlight mode. You'll burn yourself and maybe your house down if you're not careful. Back after shower and dinner, did I miss what I miss? The Colonel telling us to like go fight an underground pit and now giving us the mission to go kill some bandits and thieves. You know what, I kind of wish the Colonel was in like every game because he's a trusting voice, isn't he?
Hey, stop!
He's in StarCraft, the first one. I never played StarCraft because I don't really get into RTS games. Paul Elding hasn't been in much. Well, he's like old, isn't he? There's a reason why he generally usually plays old characters. He's also Captain Keyes, wasn't he? Or no, that was someone else. Never mind, that was someone else. He would make a good Captain Keyes for Halo, though. Hello, madame. Camera wants to focus on that lady, but she's not a threat to me. There's something this does. He was in Transformers, the movie, as Perceptor. Was that one of the shitty Transformer movies? I didn't watch though. Yeah, with all of them, where the only Transformer movie I've seen is the original cartoon, where they have Ultron or whatever his name was. Latest thing he was in was Shin Megami Tensei. Was that the one that was just released recently? I think we've checked out the entire map. I think it's time to go fight the boss. There's just a lady running around this bandit base. Oh wait, never mind. That might be dark. Then Shin Megami Tensei 3 Remaster and Shin Megami Tensei 5 as Lucifer. You know what? I wouldn't mind playing the devil in a video game. I'd want to play like a very benign devil though. Just like one that's like tired of it all. Like, yeah, I've done this whole hell thing for a few million millennia. Just really done with it. What I really want to do is get into this rock. I don't know. I was thinking of being a... I don't know, what would the devil want to do? Well, actually, this story has already been done by a comic book. I need to stop. That was basically what Satan did in, like, the Sandman. He's just, I'm bored of being Satan. Fuck off and go to the beach. I always thought Robert De Niro was technically the best Satan. Was that Swedish actor in the, the movie that, shit, what was his name? He was also the psychiatrist in Until Dawn. What was that actor's name? It's like, I can't remember the name because it's like complicated. Was he Polish? Whichever one it was. Oh, he was in the Constantine movie, but that is like one of the best versions of Lucifer I've ever seen. I mean, he's really like, he's like, Keanu was like, might have a smoke. He's like, no, I've got stock. Peter Stormare, that's, oh shit. Peter Stormare, yeah, that was really fucking good. Aren't they like planning to make another, or remake that movie, or make another one or something? I remember hearing that recently. Saying that movie sucks? No, it does not. People think that, but that movie is actually really fuck. It seems like it's gotten more popular in recent years, but that movie is actually really good. People didn't like it when it came out, but that's because people sometimes are dumb. I think it's actually a pretty solid movie. Granted, Keanu is a little bit weak in it, but he's kind of weak in all the movies he does, let's be honest. We only like Keanu because he seems like a likable guy. Not because he's known for a great actor. People think Constantine, yeah, the movie did not do well when it came out. It got criticized pretty heavily. But I think it's actually a pretty damn good movie. He's good in John Wick. Well, he's still playing the same, the only role he knows how to do, which is like, Keanu Reeves. He's great in John Wick because they basically wrote it for him to be the John Wick. It's like, hey, let's just like have another role. I'm getting out. I'm gonna piss some people off with those comments. I'm gonna stop. Who would push the boulder onto me? Where'd she go? 90s version of Bram Stoker's Dracula could have been the best adaptation ever made if it wasn't for Keanu Reeves trying. Yeah, that was one of the movies I feel like really cemented me as like, yeah, he's kind of at best a tolerable actor, and when you give him the wrong role, he's like fucking terrible. He was good as Johnny Silverhand? I mean, it's alright. I don't consider Johnny Silverhand to be the best part of that game. Minus the impressive cock. There was a lady who rolled a boulder on me. I don't know what the hell happened to her. Whatever, she's gone now. Everyone keeps giving him roles because he's a rich... he is. I'm not gonna lie, he seems like he is like an incredibly nice person. And by all accounts, he's done like a lot of nice things with the people in... Like, didn't he like buy everyone on like the... On the team... It was some of the movie he was working on, and he like basically bought everyone on the crew a motorcycle or something. Is Johnny Silverhand a character played by Johnny Sins? You know what? I'd actually like that a bit better. I'm gonna have someone stuck in my head. Well, if I'm gonna have someone take over my body, I would kind of rather it be a male famous porn star. You popped hard when he was revealed. Well, yeah, because he usually. I mean, it's just a nice moment. Like I said, everyone likes him. I didn't say he was a great actor, and I'll always stand by that statement. He's not a great actor, and I refuse to like pretend that he is. He's good when you give him the right role that's basically been tailor-made for him. Mainly one where he doesn't have to act very much. But other than that, I mean, he's just a super nice guy, and he's got a lot of charisma and presence. That's what he's got going for him. And yeah, it was a big surprise, because usually you don't see too many big, actors appear in video games. Let's fight the boss. Cyberpunk wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be, bugs aside. Well, if you played it like a year after it came out, you probably get a much better experience. In terms of plot, it's alright. It just, yeah, it got way too much hype. Garan, leader of the thieves.
Woman, please stop. I'll stop when you die. What? Who are you?
The heavens demand retribution, and I will deliver it.
I like when you get a loading... big, thick loading bar after a cutscene. Right before the boss fight. Oh shit, he's kicking my ass with a pipe. Step on the shit. What's wrong with me? He's kicking my ass with a vape pen, Chad. And the camera ain't exactly helping. Come here. He's just like a vape god. And he's like a rocking guitar track. Yeah, the bosses are a little bit tougher in this game. Gotta be careful, I'm out of health kits. We gotta make this guy spurt, spurt, spurt all over the floor. Fuck. Poison gas. Fuck. No. Oh, you cheap bitch. I needed like one swing. I gotta do the level again.
The heavens need better servants.
Oh, I didn't know this game did that, actually. If a boss kills you, you get a cutscene. Yeah, Keanu is like really usually excited about technology, Jim. He's not like he doesn't have boomer mentality. One of the reasons he still looks like he's like young. Oh yeah, you do actually lose the items if you die when you take them with you. We'll just take those with us. What's up, Ragastian? How you doing? Was that a haiku for my dad? It didn't sound like it had the proper, what is it, syllable count? There's a dude over here. Boss game over screen, something I thought didn't come into play until later in, like, what, Batman Arkham? It was ahead of its time, you see. $69 viewers, funny number. You know what? Funny numbers are a vital part of math that need to be taught. Well, there's only two of them. There's 420 and 69, so it was a very quick class. But now you mentioned it, someone will get shy and leave. Ow. Okay, now you chat, you reduce the counting numbers. Not healthy for you. Numbers increase your chance of cancer. I've seen it in every medical study ever. Doctors say that you'll... Well, no, okay, I'm not gonna continue on. Someone might actually believe, and I'll see that on 4chan. It's like, hey, just found out numbers cause cancer. Stop with all the counting. What do we got? Survey the land. Got a care package over there. Bussin'? No, we're spurting. Spurting is the word for this game, you see. I have a 4... No one has a 4chan account. You just go to there and you, like, look at shit. Like, the idea is it's anonymous, so account would be kind of against the idea.
Where are you hiding, rat?
Ooh, bomb. Ever thought of making an Instagram profile of your AI art? Well, technically all my AI art for Mid-Journey gets saved on the Mid-Journey account, so it's technically right there. I mean... Would I really? I mean, I don't know, I don't really have any need to. I'm trying to get into using it. There's another AI art generator out there called Stable Diffusion that I want to be able to use because it's even better. 4chan I always thought was just hentai. 4chan. It has boards for that, but just like, 4chan is basically like a crazier version of Reddit, really. Most of the infamy comes from Pole. That's where you'll just find all the like, oh, horrible racism. But then you go to one other board and it's all like, hey, here's LGBTQ stuff. Able to fuse these nuts. Well, you only put these instead of D's, so it doesn't count. I'm sorry. You gotta use the right lexicon, man, and these ain't cutting it. Is there a 3chan? I know there's an 8chan and a 2chan. I believe 2chan is like the Japanese 4chan, or technically the 4chan is a Japanese 2chan. And I believe 8chan was just like the even racist, more racist 4chan. Like the people who didn't think 4chan was bad enough, they made their own chan. It was like, okay, that's even fucking worse. Like 8chan, like I said, 8chan was created by like even crazier, like people thought 4chan was too moderated. I'm not being nearly as stealthy this time, am I? Let's just head to the boss fight. I don't think I need to actually kill everybody. There's a better AI art than... Yeah, there's multiple AI art. That's becoming a big thing. Like the one I've used for streams is AI is Mid-Journey, which is pretty good. But there's also the like one called Dolly 2, which is made by OpenAI, which is the one that is kind of like the famous one everyone learned about first. And it's also really good, but there's also another one coming out called Stable Diffusion that I honestly think it looks better than all the other ones.
Hey, stop!
Figure it looks different on low settings. Hey, this game... From Software owns this game now. Maybe one day they'll come back to it, but it seems unlikely now they made Sekiro. Nope, not gonna think it'll work. No boulder. I gotta be careful, so we're gonna like get a... I should probably be full healed before I go in there. Have I ever lost an online argument because you used the wrong your? Well, that only happens if you're like speaking in text for an online argument. I don't really get into many online arguments. Not for a very long time at this point. My days of like posting like text arguments into like... Did I even do that at all? I don't think I ever did that at all. I just never got into the idea of like discussing things with people in, online. Now I just make videos that people could like, I don't have to like care if anyone like cares about it. Like, if you want to reply to it, that's fine. I'm just checking out the PlayStation texture warping right now, chat. Hey, Revan, how's it doing? Or Nostrid, as you're now known. Let's kill the vape guy. If you're writing a scientific journal, it's okay to misspell. I mean, there's English is a funny language, you know?
Dance, woman!
Please stop!
I'll stop when you die! What? Who are you?
The heavens demand retribution, and I will deliver it.
Who's paying us to kill this man, by the way? We gotta make money, Ricky Maru. These faces are haunting. This is PS1 face. I mean, hey, they could have done the Metal Gear route where they didn't give anyone eyes. What's even worse, though, is the camera. Oh, throwing shit at me. Oh, no smoke this time. I know that. Shit, I thought I got out of the way of it. What is he inhaling in that pipe that puts me to sleep? It's just come out. Yeah, this is very modern looking at it. Kicking my ass.
I hate your life.
I need to heal. What? Camera, stop! Camera! Please! The camera just fucking me up big time. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need the cheat code for more items because I think I'm out. Well, no, we'll do it. We'll get it done without that.
The heavens!
Yeah. So I don't lose my items, let's like quit and go back in. Here for the story? No, we'll wait before. I really only use the cheat code for more items when I want to show you the items, all the items in the game. Which you only get for like getting like a really... no, don't overwrite my save data. This game really liked rock guitar, didn't it? There we go. Now we have all of our items back, I think, right? Right? Yeah, the camera, the camera is exactly the same as the first game, but the enemies are a bit more aggressive when it comes to boss fights. So it does make this game a touch harder. Yeah, we already know, Captain Colonel. Right about the gang of thieves and save the village, find the gang's leader in the Shinto shrine. Oh, actually, what the fuck? No, I didn't save the game though. I got nothing. Nothing at all. Some of these. God, I hate that mechanic. Wasn't even worth, like, not going into the game then. This game, like, really makes it hard if you lose, doesn't it? Like, oh, once you die, guess what? No more health kits. Spurt in silence. Just win already. It's getting harder to win, and I'm running out of, like, anything to, like, make it... That's a... did they continue that in Shinmu? Tenchu 3, where you, like, if you die in a mission, you, like, all the items you brought with you are gone? What? That was supposed to be a silent stealth kill. Think so? Really? They just like that idea, huh? It's like, what is the idea, though? I mean, you're basically like, wait, so you actually did die? You just respawn with a... I don't know.
You're a dead man.
Just finished playing the demo for a game called Nader, and it seems fun also because the demo is so short I can't tell the game is worth buying. Perhaps if your character held his sword properly, well, this is a ninja way of holding it, alright? What are you talking about, holding it properly? Have you gone to ninja school? I think those still actually exist in Japan, but, like, there's, like, one.
You're a dead man.
I think you can even watch the videos on YouTube of him. Well, interviews. I don't think he actually has a YouTube channel himself. Are you just gonna stand there? I found a smoke bomb earlier on top of one of these buildings. Mark Hamill, I've gone to conventions and done Star Wars trivia where I'd only get 1 out of 100 questions right because they'll use questions from the books I've read, and I'll just be like, which nephew tried to kill Luke again? Like, who is Luke Skywalker's son? I don't know. Luke Skywalker had kids? I mean, I'd be right there with him. That's like the worst type of fan. The fans who read the books and really deeply, deeply care about the stories in them. I'm not spitting trash at you, Jim. I'm just saying. Just saying what we're all thinking. All YouTube vids I'm watching these days are cat with GoPro videos. You know, YouTube recommends you something once, you never stop watching it, huh? I go through, like, trends of what I'm watching. For, like, a few months ago, it was like I was watching a bunch of, basically repair videos, where people, like, take old rusty, like, things and, like, repair them using their equipment. It's, like, almost like an ASMR experience because they don't talk. Man, I wish I could do my videos where I don't talk. Wouldn't really work, though, would it? I've noticed a trend of a lot of YouTube videos trying to now no longer have anyone speaking. So it's more like just like the act of doing something and like an ASMR kind of deal. Alright, we have no health kits this time going into this fight. We're sure to win now. How Ninja School would do against Ranger School? Well, I mean as in like Army Rangers? You know, this guy, his opening cutscene has him throwing knives. He doesn't do a single knife as an attack.
Woman.
What's up, Akira? How you doing?
Please.
Just show your gameplay footage and have the audience guess what the sins are.
When you die.
Well, if the sins were obvious enough, you could put it out that way.
Who are you?
Still need to be a much shorter video, though.
The heavens demand retribution, and I will deliver it.
Be like Zuli the Witch, using only screen text and videos. And you gotta be able to really know how to visually, tell what you want to get across though. Some of the stuff I'm telling is a bit more too obscure, but like just the video though. Be aggressive. Don't be pissed. God, he's got range with that pipe. I threw caltrops and they didn't hurt him at all. Oh,
I hate your life.
my caltrops didn't do anything. You have a backward attack if you end up in awkward. You have a sort of like a jump backwards thing, but no. Second level of the game, by the way. Army Ranger. Well, that's kind of an unfair fight when you think about it. Army Ranger, guys with guns and modern equipment versus guy with a sharpened hoe. Get good. This guy with like the vape pen is really kicking my... Like I'm running out of shit I can take with me here. The only thing I care about is right there, and I'm out of those. We're not gonna take anything with us this time. We're just gonna run for the boss. Screw everything else. We'll consider this like a Dark Souls run. Didn't have my sword out. Bit of a mistake. I think gun versus a sharpened hoe is Vietnam. Well, that's more like gun versus punja sticks or something. Punjabs, what? However they pronounce it. It was like, here, let's take some bamboo sticks, slather them in shit, and then, attach them to a tree branch that swings into the GIs when they come through. Pretty effective, actually. I think they, like, covered them in feces, didn't they? Like, just so it gets infected. I bet you could speedrun this game really good, because you can really just bolt through the levels if you want. Vietnamese were pretty crafty with traps, and also like digging like tunnels and shit. Alright, how many tries of this on this first boss of the game? I must be careful. He's saying I think I like that, by the way. Oh, wait, no, oh bullshit, the cloud had dispersed. Yeah, the cloud can remain even after it's not visible anymore. A double smoke, huh? Here we got it.
Boron, where are you when I need you?
Wait, please! Who are you?
I am a shadow. I have no name.
I'm so cool. Teenage fucking ninjas, man. They're so cringe. So cringe. Alright, so I still got a rating of a thug there, huh? Figures. Getting some good Resident Evil 1 vibes. Actually, this game has pretty decent voice acting. It's more like, you know, Metal Gear Solid 1. There's no wait, don't open that door moments. But Ghost of Tsushima sequel title idea, The Shadow of Tsushima? I mean, yeah, might as well. The good news is they can only ever make a second Ghost of Tsushima game because they're based off historical, you know, stuff. And that only ever happened twice. In the Vietnam War, Special Forces operatives Tony Po dropped several heads into Vietnamese villages. You know, that sounds like a war crime. Act 1, Little Red. Nani? Thank you, Dynamite, for the 100 bits.
The senior Lord Goda's death launched a vicious struggle for power, a series of battles and betrayals worse than any in Japan's blood-stained history. How? Lord Goda left all the power and glory of his title, the riches of his empire, to his son, Matsunoshin.
Hey GMC, thank you for the gift sub to sound alerts. You gave the sound alerts a sub, huh?
Believed himself to be the empire's rightful heir. Motohide was able
You know,
to
you think and even you keeping the bot in your heart. I appreciate that.
The empire in civil war. Goda family advisor Sekiya Naotada responded the only way he could. He called for the Azuma Ninja.
I mean, we used to have Thirstbot here, though that one wasn't invited by me that people would give subs to. Some cool artwork, not gonna lie. Yep. Pretty nice.
Rikimaru, Master Shionsai calls us.
On my way.
That's the Obito of this game to our Kakashi, you know, Rikimaru.
What are you two doing here?
You recognize that voice chat? That's a Yame.
Students, rebellion has broken out in the House of Goda. Our honorable Lord Goda is in danger from his own uncle, Sire Motohide. If the Lord we
not
serve
Meryl.
falls to a dishonorable traitor, we, Azuma Ninja, will stand for nothing. Go to Goda Castle and protect Lord Goda with your lives. This is the ancestral sword, Izayoi, the spirit of the Azuma Ninja. Tatsumaru, it is yours.
That's what IMDb
Today,
says.
You replace me.
I know, I'm trying to like keep
as
people from like
Master
guessing it. It's all
Ninja.
blatant obvious.
May honor guide your hand.
You had to go cheat and look it up on there though.
No.
The powerful
You couldn't just
must
trust your
know
instincts.
when to pass along their power. As you three graduate to new roles, I also ascend.
Very well, I obey.
Yes, Master.
Destroy Outer Heaven. Defeat Gnosis. Oh damn, dude. This ain't looking too good.
Please, don't kill me.
We're here to help.
Oh, thank goodness. His lordship is still inside. So are Lady Kay and Princess Kiku.
Let's go.
Ayame, find Lady Kay and the princess. Rikimaru, come with me. We must rescue Lord Goda.
Yeah, there's like 3 different storylines going on here that when you play as each different character, unlike the first game. So, yeah, played this game 3 times, so it might take us a while to get through this game entirely. Lord Gouda. Yeah, we all made the Lord Gouda, you know, jokes before.
Wait. Rikimaru, go find his lordship. I'll catch up later.
I heard shit over there. He says Ricky Maru, I think Ricky Martin. Really? Troops loyal to Motohide are attacking Goda Castle. Your mission is to find and protect Lord Goda. Hurry up, your lord's quarters are in the... Blah, 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 blah. Just so I can stock up more health potions, I don't think I should take any with me. Stops the effects of poison. You're just trying to hear? I mean, the audio should be good, right? Want some cheats? We'll eventually use them to get more items, but not right now. At the earliest in the game, be able to take a bunch of that higher level gear with you would be like, kind of ruin it. So I'd rather not even like tempt myself. The same company that developed Octopath Traveler? What is? I'm not sure what you're talking about. This game is now owned by the Dark Souls devs. Though this was made by a different team at the time. Claim, yeah, Claim don't exist anymore. But I believe the Japanese developer of this game was... I don't know if they exist anymore or not. Choir, they also held... Oh, okay, so as long as... Okay, they're still in business. Never played Octopath Traveler, though. Heard it was a bit bullshit, actually. But, you know, the rights of Tenchu are now with, you know, From Software. And they don't want to do anything with it, apparently, because they'd rather make Sekiro. You enter the code Get Good, you instantly get better at the game. Not much to fight, is there? Hasn't been a Tenchu game. Yeah, the ones that came after 3 weren't very good, though, from my understanding. Or at the very least, were kind of forgettable. Next games are kind of hit or miss. So like I said, I'm only planning to play the next Tenchu game. I'm not going to play the rest of them after that. Since that one continues the story of this, I never got to play. So I was like, yeah, we'll finally get around to that. I'm going to be playing the Xbox version of it as well, not the PS2 version. Right, I'll finally be using my Pakistani GameCube to play an Xbox game. Yeah, that Shadow Assassin, like I said, I only know about Tenchu X, and I tried playing a demo of it, I remember, and not being thrilled with it. In that game, you get to create your own little ninja instead of like using Rikimaru or Ayame. I think Rikimaru has become like the teacher or something. But it wasn't very good. Is this for a sim video? No, this is just for stream fun. This is well before my cutoff date. Well, tentatively about a year before my cutoff date, but generally I also just don't do PS1 games. Wrath of Heaven follows the first game's story. Fatal Shadows kind of acts like, well, the third game is, you know, the true sequel to the first game since it takes place after it. This is the prequel that sets up a lot of stuff that you'll also be, I think, covered in the third game. In terms of like characters and stuff. The lines of this game do most PS1 games don't really give me enough material since they're all much simpler games back then. You can really do like a bunch of really cool scripted scenes and all that. You know, I would not want to be in a wooden castle while it's already on fire. So, I heard rumors that the next Assassin's Creed game is pretty much confirmed to have a chunk of it in Japan. But the idea that you're going to be doing multiple areas, the idea that there's only a chunk of Japan there means there's a chunk of a lot of different places probably. Which means almost certainly it's a live service game, chat. Somehow they found a way to make the series worse. Can you believe it? Like, yeah, we did it. Fucking geniuses at this. Like, the idea of an Assassin's Creed live service game is just automatically like, oh god. Oh god. Yes, no, trust me, you will not be that pleased when you finally play it. It's gonna be, it's gonna be a live, it's gonna be like, you know, play with your friends. Then there was the last one I played, and I plan on keeping it that way. I mean, you're probably making the right decisions here. But, of all, I'm pretty sure, like, the next Far Cry is also gonna be a live. They've been trending in that direction for a while. So I think a lot of their games are gonna go live service. So I expect Far Cry, and, if they were gonna make another Watch Dogs, probably that too, but I think they're, like, done with the Watch Dogs. Since they never really achieved the success they wanted. Every year that passes, they screw that game hard. I mean, yeah, it's... the way that series has been handled is fucking abysmal. But apparently they sell very well, that's all they care about. Oops. Phoenix Rising is getting a spin-off. I played that game briefly. It was like basically a Breath of the Wild clone, but it was better than all of the games they'd released, though it was still kind of tedious after a while. Still a lot of the same open world-isms where you do the same shit over and over again. I never finished it though. I know it had Lolly at the end of it though. Didn't it get like a full-on DLC where you were in China or something as well? When it deals like the Chinese pantheon or whatever that was. Why am I ninjaing so well in this level? Has anyone of you noticed that and going to congratulate me on it? Watch Dogs. Well, Watch Dogs always had potential, but they always kind of like flubbed it. Execution's important, you know. Assassin's Creed had a lot of potential, and they sort of were on the right track after Assassin's Creed 2, but then they like went to hell. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, the texture mapping just gave away that floor falls away if you step on it. I'm purposely trying to activate it. Black Flag was so good. It was alright, yeah. That and 2 are the best ones, but Black Flag had like a, you know, there's, you know, several Assassin's Creed in between Assassin's Creed 2 and Black Flag. They stick with Ezio for why did they stick with Ezio for so long before switching off to someone else? Like everyone else always gets like one game. If I've ever Black Flag, that's what I'd recommend. The guy in charge just couldn't let Ezio go. He like really loved that guy, man. He just loved Italy, loved the culture. He was popular, I mean, I guess. But then they, I don't know. I thought that was gonna be like the trend going forward. He would just be the main character always. They did kind of limit it in the one time period for a while. And I guess once Desmond's story was done as well, they're like, yeah, we need a new main character. 2 new main characters, in fact. In fact, let's just have it to 1 main character and have like the actual, you know, modern times player be inconsequential. And they killed him. Well, I'm pretty sure like, you know, Nolan North didn't want to do it anymore. He's like done with the character. Ezio was only popular due to Rule 34 Da Vinci. You know, I still to this day hear people claim that, you know, Da Vinci was basically the the Otacon to Ezio's Solid Snake. I was like, are you... Come on now. Let's be real. Come on. Why must we speak of lies to our own self? Which is like Italy. Well, I mean, it's like a beautiful place. They got good food. Seem to be a bit stuck there, my friend. Perhaps have you been told of the ways of Spurt? I missed like the Tenchu 1 spurt sound effect, so they just spurt forever. That was like classic. Should have listened to you. Origins is getting monotonous. I mean, it's definitely the shorter of the 3 last ones. It's the only one that, you know, kind of tolerable, since it doesn't, you'll go on fucking forever. But it's like yeah, it was the beginning of the end. Oh. Oh, sweet, I got a health kit. Need to remember to bust shit more. I'm wondering if when we're going to get the announcement for the new next Assassin's Creed game, because I do want to see it just so I'll know what nightmare I'm going to be dealing with. Because if it's live service, I might not even have to play it, actually. Depending on how live service it is. Gonna stop after Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla. Yeah, they get really monotonous after that. Same game, only now, like, the assassinations don't matter. It's all about other shit. Assassin's Creed 15th anniversary event is happening next month. I wonder. That might be when they show it off. Implore you for your mental health and sanity, do not cover any more Assassin's Creed on your channel. Well, if it gets the views, it gets the views, you know. At this point, it's become almost like a tradition that I cover those games. I'm not sure where to go. There are rumors that they're going to announce an Assassin's Creed 1 ground-up remake. That would be preferable, I gotta be honest. The idea of that doesn't fill me with the, like, existential dread at the very least. Death? I think that's death. Shouldn't tempt fate too much more. There are times I really feel sorry for you when it comes to certain games to me. Always keep in mind, though, I get paid to play video games. So temper your, like, pity for a little bit. Like, I'm living what some people consider the fucking dream, you know? Man, I wish I could just sit on my ass and, get paid to play video games. There are people who would literally kill for what I do for a living. Yeah, go. Okay, that's why I came up, so. So I got to go back down, because I don't think there's anything up here. I mean, I would love that. Yeah, most people would like, yeah, that... Most people who don't have it, like, yeah, that's not a real fucking job. And like, man, I wish I could do that. But it is what it is. Oh, here we are. God had a GMC, have a good night, man. Thanks for the gift subs. Get paid to sit on my ass and check trucks in and out. It's kind of a dream. I mean, for some people, maybe it is. But the whole, like, getting paid to play video games, that's almost like a magic trick. Like, you actually get paid for that? Some people don't even, like, realize that happens still. Like, I still have to explain my job to people. Does that mean I could have your job if I killed you and took your skin? I don't think it works that way. And no, because I would fight back. And I'm probably bigger than you. So I don't recommend it. But also, fucking psychotic. But then again, I did open myself up to that by saying people would kill for this job. Just imagine the next Assassin's Creed announcement opens with Aiden Pierce walking into frame just going, they got me. I joined their fucking brotherhood. Well, something tells me that ain't gonna happen. No one likes Aiden. He's kind of like unlikable design. And Vern is big, swole, as like, not really, but I'm just bigger than average. My goal is to be able to be benching 200 though by the end of the year, so that's pretty nice. Oh, right in my forehead. Never played Watch Dogs, never will. Yeah. First one's alright. It's got definitely got flaws though. Then they kind of made it worse with the second game, and then the third game just fucking was terrible. Need getting chested. Well, I'm currently like, let's see. Last time I lifted like 260. So, I mean, not 260, 160. I wish 260. But my goal is to hit 200 by the end of the year. Used to bench that in high school. Like, I was a skinny lad in high school. I did not focus any on the whole weightlifting stuff. What's that whip, whip, whip sound? Lost like 10 pounds just by cutting down how much I eat, so I'm doing good on. Hey, good on you, man. That is the way. You know, calories in, calories out. What the? How did he shoot me from up there? He just shot himself. How do you shoot yourself with an arrow? I only took you 10 hours to beat Legion, and by hour 2 you were like, this is so fucking boring. I mean, it only took me 10 hours to beat that game? I feel like it took a lot longer than that. Sure, did you actually look at the time? Like, maybe it was, I don't know, it's been like a year. But, yeah, it was a shitty game. Can't see. God, this game needs a lock-on function so much. Oh. Why didn't they just give it a lock-on feature to keep the camera focused on your enemy? Just curious if you're talking about repping or maxing 200. Well, like I said, I want to be able to lift 200 is what I'm saying. Right now, I'm pretty sure I could like lift. I only have 150 pounds of weight, so I'll need to buy more weights first. But right now I'm lifting that. So with the bar, it's technically 160. So I'm not far off from lifting 200. But yeah. So it seems like a pretty realistic goal to me to hit it by the end of the year. But I do a lot more than just, you know, the bench press stuff. What is this? Like today was push-up day for me, so I did basically 100 push-ups. And then after the stream is over, I gotta do like wrist exercises. I was skinny for most of my early life. My mother barely had enough to feed me. That was life. Only in high school did I start to gain weight and not look like I just escaped Auschwitz. See, I went through several different periods. From like elementary school to like the very beginning of middle school, I was a skinny, like, just very skinny. I actually had several of my family members like, you're so skinny, why don't you eat more? That kind of thing. Then I just discovered barbecue chips. And I would scarf down entire bags of Snyder's barbecue chips. You know, very healthy food, as you know. So I ended up putting on a decent amount of weight. So from like 7th grade to 9th grade, I got all the way up to 210 pounds, but that was not muscle weight. So I got a little chunkiness on that, you know, during those years. And then I guess I had like a growth spurt, and I grew like an extra foot. And also lost some of the weight as well. So I ended up going back down to like 190, but I was also more spread out now because I was taller. So I looked kind of, I had that, you know, I was basically like, you know, the same weight, but I didn't show it anymore because that, you know, bigger body. Now I've, you know, then after high school, I like dieted and like exercised a bunch and got all the way down to like 160 in weight. So I've got skinny again, technically. But now, these days, I'm focused on, you know, I want to get more, you know, bulk. So I'm hoping to get to like 210 eventually, in terms of like weight. Maybe 215, who knows, whichever one works out better. Off to bed, Jim. Have a good night, man. This level is really freaking low. I better not lose to the boss here, because, oh shit. took forever to get this far. In fact, I think I'll actually make use of like the Pakistani GameCube's save feature, special save feature. And now you're fat, getting stuck in the house didn't help, and neither did the depression. Yeah, depression usually does things to you like that. I suffer with it. You know, to be honest, the years where I got all the way up to 210 was a pretty depressive time in my life as well. Probably helped, and you'll help me eat a lot. You'll look like a badass if you can get the 215 of lean mass. That's the plan. Where are we headed? What's the button to like do a save state on this thing? Okay, there we go. I think we made one. There we go. Okay, we have a save state. They're going to get huge, but never as big as your mama. You know, your mama jokes are lost art, I feel. Can Zoomers bring those back, like they brought back the mohawk for some reason? And the word sheesh. Someone needs to tell, you know, do like some TikToks with your mama jokes, see if they like bite it, take the bait.
The world is torn apart by war. I am the House of Goda's only hope. The peasants must learn their place.
You're wrong, Uncle. The people are the soul of this land.
Enough!
You guys recognize Goda's voice? I'm actually asking, I don't know who it is.
Compassionate fool.
Got a wand, or a gun that's very straight.
My lord!
And I guess early guns might have been very straight like that. Bait Gen Z into bringing back your mama jokes. I think it's a swell idea. I mean, it seems like you can bait them to a lot. Shit. I didn't even like take all of his health.
Defeated by a servant.
Sire Motohide, prepare to die.
Whoa. Oh. Oh, Lord Goda, why? Goda VA does mostly background voices? This was his only big role?
No.
Wheel-locked pistols could be pretty straight. Plus, things feel like a really old one.
Ninja!
Rikimaru of the Azuma Ninja, my lord.
Oh, I recognize you now.
My lord, I tried to kill the traitor, but I have dishonored myself by striking you.
Nonsense. You did not mean to injure me. My uncle, he is misguided, but he's trying to save the land.
Assassin!
Jubei, stop! It's Rikimaru! He saved my life!
Rikimaru, the ruffian master.
Tachibana Jubei. Isn't there like a famous, like, samurai's named Jubei?
Lord, Motohide's soldiers have broken into the castle. You must flee. Use the secret exit.
I will not leave the castle while my wife and daughter are still here.
Please, my lord, they'll kill you.
Lady Kay and Princess Kiku are in good hands. Ayame went to rescue them. My lord, what of the people? What will become of them if you die today?
My lord, I beg you, take the secret passage. Rikimaru, protect him. Go. I can't hold them off forever.
Hey, you gonna pick up your sword, Rikimaru? It's still lying on the floor back there. Alright, so yeah, more plot chat. You liking the plot so far? Is it intriguing? PS1 didn't have a lot of games with plot, did it? But at least no death here. Why was that boss so much more easier than the guy slinging a pipe at me? Did I get a good rating on that one? Because I feel like I did pretty well stealth kill-wise. We love you, Dartigan. Ah, well, thank you. I appreciate the support, my man. But what do you love about me specifically? Most people love dark chocolate, but I'll be honest, I'll take milk chocolate any day over dark chocolate.
Oh, my castle burns. All is lost. If only these tears could quench the flames.
My lord.
What a pathetic being I have become.
Lord Goda, are you all right?
Sekia, I am glad to see you alive.
I think this was the guy in the first game that was like, Lord Goda is waiting for you.
How you saved Lord Goda's life. I am in your debt.
Saved?
Say it back, why I love me too? I love me, Dartigan.
Where are Kay and Kiku?
Oh, my lord. They,
What is it? Tell me.
My lord, I regret to inform you that your wife, Lady Kay, has been killed, and your daughter, Princess Kiku, kidnapped.
Not a good day for Lord Goda, is it?
Chasing the kidnapper, but my lord, the kidnapper, the murderer, is your uncle, Motohide.
What? Motohide? It is my fault, my lord. I should have been there.
It is no fault of yours, Rikimaru. The blame is mine, and I must bear it alone.
My lord.
My lord, the enemy has taken advantage of the rebellion to move against us.
Were there ever games
Toda's
that you were
troops have
excited
crossed
for,
our
but
border.
were complete shit? Plenty of times.
What is your command?
Plenty of times. Less so these days. Now I don't really expect much from the game. But Final Fantasy 13, for instance. Final Fantasy 12, I remember being excited for that, and then it being, you know, kind of meh. But there's some.
Rikimaru? Please, my lord, if you die this day, Sire Motohide...
Resident Evil 5, I remember being a massive piece of shit that I was, like, really let down for, because Resident Evil 4 is one of my all-time favorites. Man, what are they gonna do crazy after this? And then you get it like, oh. That's what they did with it.
Toda, your time is at hand.
Speaking of Resident Evil 4, like I said, Rikimaru was voiced by a character from it. Lord Toda was taken the higher ground and infiltrate the headquarters. Climb trees with the grappling hook. The pouring of... Alright, we got smoke bombs. We'll just take a single health pack with us. Well, actually, since we'll use save states, we'll take two. We can abuse it. Thought Resident Evil 5 was okay and played it solo. I disagree. I mean, everyone's gonna have their own opinion, and that's perfectly fine. I don't like Resident Evil 5, except for Wesker being the hammy fuck that he is. Resident Evil 5 is like, wow, this is what you followed a Resident Evil 4 with, huh? So that's what you came with it. Oh, but, yeah. Like I said, I always assumed maybe you played it co-op is better, but even then, I don't think I'd like it very much. Do you prefer remakes of new games that play just like the old ones? to be honest, I do like what some people do with remakes, but ooh, fuck, man, did it slow too. I don't mind just graphical makeovers, but I also kind of like it when a game is brought fully into our modern times when it's done well. Like I do think some, like, say, Resident Evil like 2 and 3 are the remakes were pretty damn good. Yeah. Perfect timing when we're talking about Resident Evil. And the the Final Fantasy VII remake, I also thought was really good. I don't really think you had to pick between one or the other. I think both can really serve in, you know, proper function. How did you get over? Okay, you can attack me through that, but I can't attack you. Come on, get over here.
You can't escape.
He's got a superpower. He's got a gate in front of him. This is a pain in the ass. However, you can get graphical remakes, like, say, the Grand Theft Auto graphical remake. So sometimes that can be, like, depending how their level of effort, you might regret. Doesn't, like, Rockstar have, like, a bunch of remakes on currently they're working on? That's what at least I saw a comment on it, not recently. Well, actually, recently, not... You die? Fuck. Like, fuck that. Like, night, everyone. Have my first day tomorrow. Hey, good look at your new job, right? Have a good time, man. Well, hopefully it's a good time. Hard to tell the job. There's the bow guy. They're not too bad. Spurt. So, for example, the remake of The Last of Us, which will... that's just a graphical overhaul. I don't even consider that either of the ones we're talking about. They're barely... they're just doing the minimal amount of work so they can charge full price for it. That's what they're doing with that. Like, hey, we've changed the faces and the textures of their shirts to reflect more of the modern version of, you know, the sequel. Cool. Like, it's not really like a complete graphical overhaul like I would say from a, you know, an older game. It really looks exactly the same, just slight improvements, so not quite on the level I would put it at that. I want to check boxes, there might be stuff. And there was no stuff. Bedard, it's got the Neil Druckmann seal of approval. That I do. But that ain't enough for me. Sorry, I mean, I'm not a big fan. Moo? Yes, moo. Moo and sadness for something, I don't know. Check over here. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. How much power do you put in that? Oh, right in my ear, too. Where is he? Fuck. Ninja in there. Where else would you expect them? And then, you know, that covers the sound of their pitter-patter of their feet. Man, Master gave the good sword to Tatsumaru. What did he ever do to deserve it? Besides having like a massive chest. Damn it, it's all about the muscle, ain't it? You know, Zelda figured out the Z-targeting thing by 2000. Was Zelda Ocarina of Time in 2000? I thought that was earlier than that. I think that was before 2000, right? But there's a reason why PlayStation camera controls always fucking sucked. I mentioned it back when I was playing other PlayStation 1 games. And that's because the original PlayStation controller didn't have analog sticks. So that a lot of PlayStation games had to be developed with the idea that people wouldn't have a DualShock controller. Because a lot of people wouldn't. Because a lot of people bought their PlayStation when it first came out, which had that shitty non-dual control stick controller. So a lot of games are made to play with a D-pad and no analog stick at all. In fact, I think all the games basically were, except for like Ape Escape. But the Nintendo 64, as weird as its fucking controller was, did have an analog stick and then like, you know, the Z button. Hey, did any of... I remember even when I was like a kid playing with my N64 controller, I kept looking at the left half of that controller and like, what are you used for? Because you always use the analog stick and the Z button. You never use like the other like entire left half of the control stick, because it's just like, you know, you have to take your hand off the center portion. That's a weird design for that controller, man. Not even analog system options. Usually not. Some later games did, and some games obviously took advantage of it by having rumble and stuff. But if you're making a game on PlayStation back then, you had to account for the idea that some people just wouldn't have a DualShock. That's why I feel like PlayStation 1 games had some of the shittiest camera controls out of any system ever. Because you had no analog... A lot of games just would not have the control stick option to control it with that. Ooh, a bomb. Meant for dick and balls? What? The controller? Oh, okay. Sure. Why wouldn't it be for that? I gotta remember who I'm reading comments from. We love strawberry salads with feta. You know what? Chat, let's talk about eating like healthy shit. Did I mention my bread that I made earlier? Besides making bread, I want to make my own kimchi though. I'm hoping maybe I can eat like greens properly then if I ferment them in like spicy sauce. Because when it comes to normal greens, I can't, you know, they don't get past my tongue. Texture sensitive and all. So maybe if I like make them all slimy and look like someone regurgitated them, I'll be able to eat them. And apparently kimchi is really healthy, despite it looking like garbage. You're using it with your hands this whole time? What, the N64 controller? I was using my dick on it? Oh. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the intention. But then again, most N64 games didn't really use the left-hand side of the controller after all, for the same reason. Like, we'd rather just use the analog stick and the Z button. So like kimchi is like the national food of Korea, man. It's like, you basically take Napa cabbage and you ferment it in spicy like real sauce. And supposedly it's like super healthy, but I mentioned before my problem with eating like vegetables and that I'm really texture sensitive, so I have a hard time stomaching them or like just chewing them because I'm like, ugh, get it out. So I'm gonna make my own kimchi and see if I can, you know, maybe eat that.
What was that?
They don't add any paragon. We'll pretend like the spicy powder I add to it is the paragon. How about that? I honestly don't like the taste of vegetables. I like the smell of a lot of vegetables, but I'm texture sensitive with food. And the texture of most vegetables, that's stuff like potato. Are potatoes a vegetable? I know they're a root, but I don't know if that counts. But potatoes and corn are about some of the only vegetables I can eat. No eating greens, but well, I do eat greens. I just usually like put spinach into my green smoothie. And I also have like a powdered mix that's full of like green stuff that I buy and mix together. texture sensitive when gargling these nuts? My answer to that was I just set myself on fire. That's how bad your joke was. Apparently ninjas are covered in like a very flammable substance because I just got close to that, like boom, on fire. Cucumbers are my favorite. Love pickles. Yeah, I might try. I'm also planning to try pickling celery as well. I'm going to get into like pickling and fermenting stuff. See if that helps me, eat more veggies. Get another health jar, please. Really use a more health jar. Oh no! Oh no! Oh shit, I hit the wrong button. Oh no, fuck. God damn it. I was trying to make a save state of that spot. Now I like brought myself back here. God fucking damn. Oh. Pakistani GameCube technology, what have you done? I gotta do that level all again after I kill this boss. I was trying to make a save state because I thought I was about to fight the next boss. And I hit the button to reload the other save state. Oh, that's some shit in my cereal. Ninja quantum time. We did some time-space ninjutsu. I realized my mistake as soon as I did it too. Like, oh shit. How long did the level take you? Well, none of the levels are too long if you want to run through them. I always do creams for vegetables, so like green soups. True. But like I said, I want to try like the pickling and fermenting stuff. Whitest ninja I've ever seen. No, I've seen Beverly Hills Ninja.
Humiliating.
What? How can you tell he's white? I mean, he's got gray hair. I think he's just like anime ninja. Boo to that fucking mistake I just made. I was doing good in that level too. Oh well. We don't need to see the melodrama anymore. Rain makes for low visibility. That's the part I didn't get to read last time. Lord Toda. Watch him do it again. Well, this time we'll do it even better, alright? Just take the health kits. That's really all I really need is the health packs. Let's make sure I get this correct this time. I'll make a save state here. And no, not to hit F3. Because F3 brings me right back. So what's the button? Okay, there it is. Apparently I made multiple ones. Okay, whatever. Bridge pickling is easy. Best thing I made are sweet red wine vinegar pickled shallots. Yeah, shallots are one of the things I was planning to pickle actually. Shallots are like the uwu vegetable.
The enemy!
They're like, are you garlic or are you onion? I'm both. I'm fucking adorable too. Who was the development team that worked on this? The same, like it was produced by Acclaim and made by a team that went on to make Octo Traveler. Apparently, someone in chat said. But now the franchise is owned by From Software. And From Software actually made the third game, I believe, and all the games that went afterward.
The enemy! The enemy! The enemy! You can't.
Is it the enemy? Lord Goat, I don't feel so good. Alright.
What was that? What was that?
Octopath Traveler is really similar to that Final Fantasy game you last played. Writing is similar to. You mean Final Fantasy 8? Well, the one's 2D and one's 3D, so that's already a big difference, but... also, I believe Octopath Traveler follows a bunch of different characters, right? Like, isn't Octopath Traveler more similar to Live Alive, that game they just re-released from, like, the Super Nintendo days? Peter Parker picked a package of pickled peppers, phallic phallages. Wasn't expecting dicks to be in there. You wonder if this was an inspiration for Sega. This game, Sekiro, was going to be a new Tenchu game before they changed, their minds. So Sekiro started out as one of these games, yes. But no, but one thing this series did inspire was Naruto. Like, Naruto probably wouldn't exist if it hadn't been for this series. Or at least the first two games. I don't know if the third game had much for it. Like, in case you notice, we're basically, like... If you know what Naruto is, we're essentially like, Kakashi right now. Have a great night. Carebones, you too, man. Have an enjoyable night. Good sleep, good dreams, good morning. I don't know. Maybe have a good breakfast too. Very good game. One of the games in years that slowed me down so much at the final boss. To those who know how hard I did a full reset to get all items quests perfectly. Which game were you talking about? Oh, Octopath Traveler? Fuck. Lavaco's secret boss. Apparently that Live Alive game is not too bad either. That just, got re-released because they used the same technology from Octopath to remake it. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish they would do that with some of their other older 2D games. Remember playing this game as a kid without knowing English and not getting anything about the story, but it was very fun. What language? Well, I'm guessing it's not Japanese either, since they'll obviously be that. But, yeah, I mean, you know what? Video games don't need language sometimes. Is Live Alive on PC? I think it's only on Nintendo Switch right now. Item. Item? No, no item? Alright. Played Shenmue as a kid and I barely understood it. I remember really wanting to play Shenmue back when I first saw it because it looked like my idea of a dream game where you basically get all the stuff from real life into a game. So I was super hyped, even though I knew I'd never get to play it because my family was too poor to buy a Dreamcast. So I never anticipated playing it. Still to this day I've never played it actually. But I remember just being, man, that looks so sick when I looked at a magazine with it. It's like the perfect video game, man. Little did I know it's apparently kind of shit. And I almost did get Shenmue 2 with my Xbox because it was like a pack-in game. So when I put my mom put the Xbox on layaway for us, I made sure she it came with like a pack-in game of like Shenmue 2 and a Jet Set Radio 2, I believe. Yeah, Jet Set Radio Future, what it was called. And then, 3 months later, when it's fully paid off and she could pick it up, we found out that they'd mistakenly given our Xbox to someone else's thing in layaway. So we had to like get an Xbox that didn't have the 2 pack-in games. I was so fucking mad. Like, I was supposed to get 2 games. It was a deal. And no games. I just got Halo instead. I mean, Halo was pretty good, but that was a game I had to pay for. Man, I've never, to this day, I've never played either of those 2 games. That would have been my first Xbox games. Jet Set Radio Future or Shinru. Why am I picking more fights with people? I could be fighting the boss. Oh shit, this is bad. 2 people at once is tough.
What's the matter?
Unless you make them hit each other. Oh shit. Yeah, cut each other up. Yeah, do it. It's over, Samurai. I have the high ground. Also almost dead.
I see you.
Can kill that ninja. I love there's like friendly attacks in the game. Oh shit, he's blew. Oh man, he blew up his friend. I did all that for a bomb. My most tragic story is having Diablo 2 stolen from me at the mall while sitting at it to eat ice cream. I think it was 8th birthday present, so it was even unopened. Oof. Yeah, that kind of does shock. We did find another health pack, good. Alright, let's go fight the boss, I think. I need to explore now. Some fucker swiped the DLC for, fuck, man. At least maybe it was like a really cunning thief. You know, if you're gonna have someone steal from you, at least, like, just pretend it was like the greatest thief in your area. Like a really suave character. That way it's almost like romantic adventure you're on. Alright, then I create the thing. Yeah, here we are. Okay, we have our save state.
I am Suzaku, the Red Sparrow. You may not pass beyond this.
Stand aside!
What's your hurry, hero? Stay and play.
Yeah, it's got a creepy demeanor. And sound like he's doing a bad It impression. We all float down here, Rikimaru. I also like to throw kicks at you. Let's do a fucking bomb. Oh shit, not good. I'm gonna throw my bomb at him then, if he's gonna play this fucking game. fuck? Fuck, missed with a bomb. Oh well, that was a fight we didn't have to win. What is with this FFX2 music? That sounds nothing like FFX2 music.
You're good, little ninja. One day you might actually become a worthy opponent for me.
Come back! Forget it. I've got to stop Toda. I'll get Suzaku some other day.
The guitar? You mean the I mean, lots of things use guitar though. He already
Looks
dead.
like you paid a high price for your treason, Sire Motohide. Toda! Beat it to him. Ayame? No, such a clean cut. It must have been Tetsumaru.
Oh no!
She had a bit of a voice crack there, didn't she?
Rikimaru, protect Princess Kiku.
Meryl. He's fighting the boob chick.
Tatsumaru!
And you gotta play Tatsumaru's part of the game. You want to find out what happened there. You lack total concentration. Then I see up below, you got... Where's Wimp Low when you name him? I like people who've seen Kung Pao. I got the Apprentice on that round. That's better than Thug, right? Right. On layover in Amsterdam when I was 9 and someone stole my DS. Full DS. Okay, I've never had a game stolen from me. I don't believe I have, no. Technically, I did steal a game from someone else, though. I borrowed a copy of FF7 from a friend, and I don't think I ever gave it back, because I think I forgot about having it for a while. He never asked for it, so I guess he didn't care. But that was my introduction to Final Fantasy. Borrowed it from a friend. Act 2. Gift exchange. You monster. I mean, he didn't seem to care. We remained friends for years and years later.
3 months have passed. Goda Castle was saved by a well-timed
Oh, that guy is like really close to like
house
revealing
of
something with
Goda
that old
was
loincloth.
saved by the Azuma ninja. While loyal subjects repair the castle, Lord Goda recovers from his wounds in the Azuma ninja village. All seems well, but the village's heart is heavy, for there has been no news of Tatsumaru.
Obviously planning his revenge. Well, I haven't seen him in years, so he's gonna have a hard time finding me. Last time I saw him, I think he like got married. So he's probably settled down by now. Bird.
Terrible news from one of our mountain villages. People are disappearing. The terrified villagers whisper that demons have come for them. Go there and stop this tragedy.
As you command, my lord.
Demons? There's no monsters in this game, by the way, unlike the first game. It's all humans. Guys have his dick pointing upward. I'm glad you figured out the geometry of it.
Go ahead and scream. We're in the middle of nowhere. Ain't nobody gonna hear you or care. Please, somebody! Oh.
You're a pretty sad excuse for a demon.
Who are you?
I am the man who will cut off your nose at the neck.
Eek. Innocent villagers have been carried to the demon mountain. Use the grappling hook to sneak up to the demons from below, infiltrate the demon hideout, and rescue the villagers. God, I love how they don't replenish my items. Wonderful. I got no health pots to take with me. Great. Alright, then I won't bother taking anything with me. But tell me more, never mind. I was going to ask you to tell me more about his dick pointing in a direction, but I realized how weird that would be. You know what? You don't have to do that at all. Yeah, I miss the soundtrack of the first game so much. Why'd they like go with like, we want nature sounds for this game? Tell me about his dick. Tell me about the dick. You know, you won't find too many people ask you that question in life. Answer my riddles 3 and they're all about dick. But why? Turn around the right time. We replace the soundtrack with a CD of sounds of the Amazon rain. Well, MIDI sounds of it. Yeah, that is my one... Like, I like this game more than the first game, but damn, do I wish they would have just kept the soundtrack of the first game.
We're under attack!
It just doesn't have the same feel to it. I guess they couldn't get the same guy back this time. Consider the slave might be dickless. What? I don't know where you're coming up with this logic at. Oh, for crying out loud. That was gonna be a clean kill, man. So, what other gaming topic should we talk about, chat? I think we've covered a lot of ground tonight. But, I want to have discussion. Can you do that thing where you hide in the water with a tube to breathe through? I don't believe so. Unless there's an item for it. I don't remember doing that, though. There's usually not too many enemies near water, either. That would be a cool thing to add into it, though. Dicks in gaming. Sadly, not too many of them out there. You can probably name all of them on, like, both hands. I mean, discounting the porn games. Serious game-only discussion when it comes to dick. Oh, he's asleep. But why the interest in... Why is my chat just talking nothing about dicks right now? Everything alright? You guys were so calm and, like, cleaner before. There's a dick inside... I must have never saw it. Was that on a side mission I didn't do? Why do I care? Man, I gotta reboot that game back up again. Ever gonna do a new Assassin's Creed movie, or I think that's serious. They're done with movies for you. Did you actually want more of them? Went crazy on that fucking thing, aren't they? What, the final boss in Tenchu 1 inspired the teleporting to be dick running gag? Well, that's really all there is to it, though. It's like, my friends and us were, like, dying on that a lot, and like, hey, man, this guy just teleports around to be a dick, and thus the lore became true. Because all future teleporting in games is usually like have a conversation while doing it for some reason. You legit like the movie, minus the weird animus. Wasn't it like, didn't they like reuse that idea of the animus in like the most recent Assassin's Creed game at the very end? Like the big arm that comes down and grabs you? Pretty sure that's where they took the idea from. Detective Pikachu, Mortal Kombat, Sonic 1 and 2. Those are movies. Snapping like a Kit Kat. We kind of like broke his arm in 3 places before breaking his neck. Kind of didn't really need to do the first part of it. Okay, dude's over there. Check that out, actually. Oh, fuck. Poison rice ball. Yeah, those are pretty good. Spurt itself. Spurt is the new yeet while we play these games, alright? Oh yeah, dogs are back in this game. Detective Pikachu is the second highest grossing video game movie ever behind really Warcraft did that well. Wasn't that movie a bit shit though? I kind of forgot that even existed. Hate the word yeet. You know, you'll be happy to know I have a sound effect for it that people can play. Did crazy in China. That explains it. Is Warcraft big in China? I thought that was more like a South Korea thing. Oh man. Sorry, this level has made me want to be quiet for some reason because of all the nature sounds, and I don't understand why. It's like an ASMR experience in the level. You want to hear woodpeckers and like birds for like 10 hours? Oh, let's try out, let's use the poison, rice ball on this guy. See where he walks to. Alright, we'll throw it down in his path. There you go, it's yummy. He'll see it on his way back. There you go, he's after it. Just random rice ball on the ground, yoink. So what's the Warcraft movie about? Is it like covering one specific game in the series? I'm going to assume probably like the first one, right? Yes, floor. Well, I mean, well, it does come from the floor. But it's usually not already in rice ball form. Wrapped in a leaf. Made 156 million in 5 days over there to compare The Last Jedi made 125 million during the entire box office. Yeah, I'm just confused. I did not know Warcraft was a big deal in China. I always assumed that was like, you know, a South Korea thing. Hmm. We're telling you the first game, but it changes a lot, which is normal for Blizzard. Well, you should be glad I didn't just completely fuck it up like all their games as recently. China apparently makes up around half the player base of Warcraft. I don't know much about Warcraft. I always figured, I know it's like huge in South Korea. That's all I really knew about it. Also, I thought that, well, that's, well, actually, never mind. It's StarCraft that's huge in South Korea, not Warcraft. Oh, fuck, bear! Oh, shit! Are you for real? Oh, come on. This is a bear came up and swatted me off a mountain. Bright and cold, the flash of steel, alone I roam over desolate fields. My sword I need no longer, the evening wind will carry me home. Where'd the bear come from? How am I gonna do that? That's a long level too, you know. Take a few of these. Got to remind you, bears. Bears aren't known for being on mountains, are they? They're more of like a forest animal. Oh well, we'll roll with the punches we get. I'll just whine about them in silence later when no one's listening. Alright, Chad, you get to see more of this over again. Maybe we'll take a different path, I don't know. Hey Dart, being an American and all, how many guns do you have on the table when eating breakfast? Well, I'm ashamed to admit I actually own 0 guns as an American. Yeah, sorry about that. Were you hoping for a more wild, answer? Like, I bet every American owns like 10 guns, so they clean every day. Nope, I own 0. Never really needed one. And plus, I was almost shot by one as a kid, so that always kind of like put me off, I guess, on owning one too, maybe. Fun fact, during World War II, the Polish army recruited a bear. He saw action in Italy. Alright, the rank of... What the fuck? Where's he going? What are you doing? But yeah, there's a lot of animals that were recorded for World War I and II, from what I recall. Namely, humans. The most dangerous. Now, what the fuck is wrong with me? My commentary has gone to shit. The Germans use an entire battalion of bears. Well, you would think that'd be the Soviets. I met Americans with more than 10 guns staying at a friend's house once. Their kid accidentally shot one through my car door. That was the how did that accidentally happen? That seems a little unnecessary. We don't normally greet people with guns, even the ones who own them. Oh fuck! Where the fuck that... Alright, cool. Just lost a chunk of my health for no reason. Like I said, I've told the story before. Like my friend, like, and I air quotes around friend. There was no one else to play with. Got his dad's like break action 12 gauge out and swung it around and it went off in his house. The bear learned to carry ammo crates by one. Yeah, I still don't know if I'd trust a bear to bring me my ammo though. What if it gets hungry on the way? Why fall? Feed POWs to the bear. Well, then you're just giving it a taste for human flesh, though. Making it more likely it'll eat you. I have no idea if that's true, by the way. That's what you always see in, like, media, like, now it's got a taste for man. And it's like, does it? I mean, I've eaten, like, animals before, and I don't, like, exclusively want to continue eating them after I've, like, oh, I'll only eat cow now. Like, that's always seemed like one of those Mythbuster things you could do. It's like, it's got a taste for man flesh. Does it? What if I just threw it some, like, would it know the difference if I threw some meat at its feet? Toss it some Skittles. Skittles are fucking delicious. So much so that I don't allow myself to eat them anymore. Bad for your teeth, but damn are they fun going down. Did I just say teeth instead of teeth, by the way? I think I did. God, the Southern is strong tonight. Teeth, I feel like teeth is a very quintessential Southern word. My teeth. You know what? We don't need to kill that guy. Not a place I can go? I guess not. Alright. If I'm not mistaken, isn't this level like the same mountain that we climbed in the first Tenchu game? I think it might be. It's called Demon Mountain after all. Okay, this does not look like a natural formation. Oh, fucking bear. No, sir. I'll stay up on the high ground, thank you. Wojtek, the bear, loved to smoke. Oh, you really went to the Wikipedia, didn't you? Smoke cigarettes. I think I may have actually read this wiki, by the way. I think I've heard about the bear story. Word with beer, well, and cigarettes. He smoked and drank, oh. There's gotta be something as a reward for going across all these damn pillars, right? And fuck me. Have you noticed the grappling hook doesn't work nearly as well as the first game? That was from memory? Really? I'm sorry. It looked like the way you... Usually when you put, like, the spelling of, like, a weird, like, name like that, I assume it's, like, a copy-paste from the Wikipedia. Because normally most people wouldn't bother with that, but I guess you just want to put the extra effort in, and I applaud. Bear is right here. I mean, that must feel good when you're a soldier, when you know that. Like, you gotta salute the bear. I'm assuming there's something good up there, but I'm not sure. Oh, well, maybe we just gotta get up there. Wojtek was also taught how to salute. You love this fucking bear, don't you? It sounds like he's just really a circus performer that ended up in entertaining the troops. Oh shit. Can you like stand back for a minute while I get over there to kill you? Because you're kind of in the way. Fuck. No! Why can't you grab ledges good anymore? You bastard. Oh, that blew. Fine, we'll find more fun somewhere else. Does Wojtek have any confirmed kills? Staying at their house, and my friend asked if I wanted to shoot guns with him since I never done it, so we go to an unofficial gun range, like a field with a couple of cans and bottles of people. Yeah, you'll find lots of unofficial gun ranges since we don't need official gun ranges here in the US. It's like, oh, you got some empty space? You can shoot a gun there. So like, bottles of people shoot, and my friend started shooting after a while. His kids asked if they could shoot something in the range. I don't know how, but he looked away for a second. They managed to completely miss the range altogether. Make 2 holes in the pasture door. Yeah, I bet their dad was pissed. Or at least I hope their dad was pissed. That sounds like a belt to me. Yep, good old child abuse for like shooting someone's car. I'm cool with that. Where am I going, by the way? I'm not sure where to go, chat. Ugh. I'm breaking this man's spine left and right. Because the grappling hook isn't quite as like all-powerful at getting you around as it was before. You gotta nail the angle perfectly. He has no confirmed kills, but he never lost a wrestling match. Well, I would expect so. I mean, you know, they got biology on their side when it comes to throwing their weight around. What there? Nope. Can't believe one bear in a video game has brought forth this entire, like, stream into, like, a Wikipedia entry on Wojtek the bear. Who sees me? You know what? I don't care. Don't even get still killing you. Wow, this level. Where am I headed? I can't find a place on the map that points like this is the final area of the map. Wolfie has a really strange story of a bear. Well, this is the story of a bear. Alright, chat. Where do you think in this map I should go? Because I'm thinking top right-hand corner. Maybe, because I've been about everywhere else. Map design is definitely not a passion back in the day, was it? What I miss? A bunch of bear discussions, actually. And me getting lost in the level. I've been through here. I found my victims. Oh, no! We did that. Got distracted doing strength exercises of Copacabana. To Copacabana, don't ask. I mean, hey, you got your method. I ain't gonna question it. Well, it works, it's what works, right? Only a dog. What the fuck? Well, now you guys have gotten complicated things, because like, you're in an awkward place for me to get down and attack you without being attacked myself. Luckily I brought ninja stars for this. Your back is against the wall, buddy. Can you stop?
Come on out!
That's one hell of a step we just made up that.
Come on out!
Okay, this is goofy looking.
We're under attack! We're under attack!
We're literally warping reality for this fight to happen. I'm nearly dead. And I still don't know where to fucking go. Are we under attack? Well, he was under attack. I don't know who he was yelling to. That was a ninja star, dude. Maybe this... I feel like I've been here already. Fuck. I think. I hear footsteps. Yeah, definitely. Fuck. Okay, it has to be that those big stone pillars, wherever those. Over there. Would be nice to have a map of the spot you're supposed to be a... well, normally you can see like, oh, this is clearly the big wide open spot for a boss fight. Not on this map.
We're under attack! We're under attack! Come on out!
Oof. This was actually where I was trying to get to earlier when I was trying to cross those fucking things. Here we go. Oh shit.
We're under attack!
Nope. Looks like the map is uncovered, yeah, but it doesn't really show me where I need to go. So I'm guessing it's this one last upper right section that I haven't seen yet. Otherwise, we would have found the boss fight. Though I'm probably gonna die because I have no health. And, yeah, I'm fucked. I'm really fucked. I can, like, kill this guy with a shuriken. Did he, like, try to jump over it? What is this man doing? Well, whatever it is, it helped me out a little bit.
Come on out! We're under attack!
Move, 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 move. So here's a weird fact I know for some reason. There is an official manga published Mario manga in which Mario shows his dick. Was it like mushroom? It was like actual like Mario dick. Now just here's a cute little mushroom. Oh fuck! Dog! I can't see! Dog nearly fucking ate me. Oh, that camera. I think this is where I needed to go, too. Yeah, this is where I needed to go. Now I've got nothing. No, full on... I'm guessing this was like from the 80s or early 90s then, maybe, right? Before they had a good grasp of what the character was all supposed to be about. Is it still canon? Was it impressive? Why do you have this? Okay, we're almost guaranteed death here, but I'll make a save state anyways. Who knows? Maybe I can, like, pull off the miracle. The manga from, yeah, 89, it's what figures, but, you know, before, they knew it was gonna be big money. See, Dart, we told you you were supposed to put your dick in the controller in Nintendo Inferno because there was apparently Mario's dick in a comic.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Here, you might need this.
Ooh. What was he gonna give me?
That'll teach you to run away, peasant!
You coward! He had no weapon.
He's a peasant! An insect!
Insects are better than you murderer.
Peach was in this comic as well. This is starting to sound like you just found a random hentai. It's like, oh no, it's totally... And they lied to you, like, no, that's totally an official, manga, bro. One health in a dream. Nope, no dream. I wasn't doing too bad though. Wasn't doing too shabby.
Another insect dead!
Try that again. I mean, it's still like almost impossible to win, but I might get lucky. If I had a health kit, he'd be fucking dead. He's not too tough. What happens if I knock him off? Oh, no, that actually might be bad. I don't think he can get back up here. But fighting down there, maybe it's better than fighting up here, because like maybe the camera won't go quite as fucking wonky. Where's he at? Oh, he's over there. Oh, come on. That was close. So close. I'm feeling a little cheated now. Mario. It was a Mario manga in 1980 called KC Mario. It was the first issue. Later, homies, hey, last slice, last slice, fresh slice, you have a good night, man. I'm almost done, too. I probably won't do a full 4-hour stream tonight, since it is almost 11:30. I want to do a little bit more touch-ups on my script, but I'd like to beat this boss if I can. I'm coming close. I just need that good run. Looked it up, ran for 43 volumes, and it was 43 volumes. That's like hundreds of chapters, though, right? There's usually like 10 chapters for a volume. How most manga works. What's the next video? God of War 3. I actually finished my rough draft earlier today. So I would like to do, maybe a few touch-ups before I go to bed. Fuck. One more hit. Holy shit. I am a god. Whew. Did Mario's dick look like this guy's nose, by the way?
You shall die in silence.
Well, that's one hell of a cool cutscene you had. Alright. Not too shabby. Old Rikimaru. Ugh. Mario's big toe is bigger. Just yeah, this conversation is so bizarre.
This. What is it? The map.
It's your invitation to smash, Rikimaru.
Harbor, please save our village. Your death will not be in vain. I, Rikimaru, swear it. I've got to save those villagers.
As he says right to the camera. It shows you his resolve, alright? I think I'm about halfway through Ricky Maru's story, right? So it'd probably only take like another stream to get to the end of his storyline. Or maybe even further than halfway. I don't know. I can't really remember what my memory of the plot is pretty non-existent. Like I said, we might finish up Ricky Maru's, then take a break from the game, then come back to do the other two at different times. I don't know if chat, obviously stream is doesn't care too much when I play a lot of old PlayStation 1 games, but so we won't like do it every single night. Just shows how much useless video game trivia lives rent-free in my head. Welcome to my world. I'm constantly like stuff spilling out of my mouth. Not just my saliva. See, apparently it's a exhausting day for me. All the writing and all, But chat, we're gonna call it a little bit early tonight because I am tired, and so is chat, and I got a little bit of work left to do tonight. So hopefully that was enough of a stream for you. 3 hours and 30 minutes. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. Hopefully you like me when I play old games and not just newer stuff. Is that true? Anyways, chat, you've been awesome tonight. Thank you for joining me. Anyways, I'll be streaming again tomorrow, I believe. So I'm not sure what I'm playing. It might be this, might be something else. Depends on what my mood is, I guess. But thank you all for joining me. Thanks for being chill. Thank you for any bit subs or gift subs tonight. And thank you to the mod team, and thanks for everyone else. So I'll let you go now. Have a great night, everybody, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Peace, everybody.